studio. The Nolan Brothers, part of their boxing big promo this weekend over at Fenway Park. They'll be here in studio in the 8 o'clock hour. We will break down the event that they're doing at Fenway. Big time boxing. A cool event that's happening in the city. We'll have that 8 o'clock tonight, and then we'll talk to a little football with Sophie Weller. Covers the Patriots. We'll talk to her later on tonight. So again, the number 617-779-0985. We're on YouTube as well. Just go to youtube.com. AJ Brown introduced today. We'll let you hear some of that audio, but I have some things that I wanted to just bring up regarding AJ Brown. And you know, whether it's zone coverage, man coverage, all that stuff. I wanted to get into his receiving yards per game and how he did against man coverage. I'm trying to give you different ways to understand how good this player is. We can talk about whether the first round pick was too much. We can talk about why would the Eagles do this. We can talk about all the issues that could happen, giving up too much value, maybe throwing in a sweetener in the deal, whatever. We can talk about that all day long. But I think what's important is the Patriots acquired an all-pro player who's put up big-time numbers, and is he going to continue to do that or fall off the cliff? That's the story. I don't care about how much money he makes or that they gave up a first-round pick or any of that. Because when I look at a guy, right, when I look at a guy going back to 2019, receiving yards per game. His first year in the league, he averaged 65 receiving yards. His second year, 76. His third year in the league, 66. He wanted that new contract, right? 2022, 88 receiving yards per game, sixth in the league. The next year, followed it up, 86 yards, eighth in the league. 2024, 83 per game, fifth in the league. And then last year, when people think he had a down year, he had a down year. He had 67 yards per game receiving. It was 12th in the league. Do you know what Stephon Diggs did last year, guys? Do you know what? Stephon Diggs led the Patriots last year in receiving yards per game. Do you know what it was? Think about it for a minute. It was 59.6. You are getting a top 10 player receiver, at times top 5 receiver in the NFL. This is what I'm expecting. This is my expectation of what A.J. Brown is going to bring to the Patriots. And I know there's other balls that have to go around to guys like Dobbs, right? Matt Collins will probably get some catches. There'll be other guys, Kyle Williams. They're going to run the ball a little bit more. They have a fullback. Gilliam's here for that. They struggled in goal line situations. We know that. But receiving yards per game, this guy is one of the best in the business. And I wanted to just bring that to the table to be excited about it. Now, I'm not going to dismiss the fact that receivers like this who get traded at this age fall off. There's a history of guys that completely fall off. And that's the story when it comes to A.J. Brown. I don't think he falls off this year. I think he's motivated. I think this is where he wants to be, and it's probably his last opportunity if you really want to talk about it. He's not going to get this money anywhere else, or anybody covet him as much as the Patriots did. But I want that guy that averaged 80 yards per game because I knew what it was like last year. I also wanted to throw some other things out there. Man coverage, right? A lot of teams play zone. A lot of teams play man. Playing man against Drake May, I think, is something you might have to do because when you have his running ability, teams do tend to go zone. But I just wanted to give you some man coverage numbers. Last 4 years. 2022, against man, 637 yards. He's a deep threat. He was second in the NFL. In 23, 510. Third. In 2024, he was second in the NFL in yards against man coverage. You know, last year, again, that bad year that everyone says that he had, the down year that everybody says that A.J. Brown had, he was ninth in the NFL with 330 yards. This is the guy they're getting. I don't think he's fallen off a cliff. It could happen while he's a Patriot. I don't think it's going to happen this season. It's a story to watch. I don't see it. These are dominating numbers. And if falling back from 2 to 9 is a problem for you, I'll take it. Just to double down on these receiving yards against man coverage, okay? This is from 2022 on. Next Gen Stats had this today. I'm trying to get you excited of how good this player is. Since 2022, Stephon Diggs, 1,252 yards, 10th since 2022. Garrett Wilson, 1,200. Puka Nacua, 1,200. DJ Moore, going to Buffalo, 1,300. He has the same amount of numbers as Amon-Ra St. Brown. Jamar Chase, 1,400. Justin Jefferson, 1,500. George Pickens, 1,500. CeeDee Lamb, 1,900. You know who's number one on this list? A.J. Brown. Most receiving yards against man coverage in football. 1,977 yards. This is the player you should be expecting playing for the Pats. I don't want to see him just warm up and get acclimated. No, I want this type of ability and these type of numbers. That's what I'm expecting. You should be too. But the whole cliff, it's not this year. He's motivated and he has a quarterback that can find him. And now I wonder how defenses do cover these guys. One takeaway that I had from maybe the first day of camp or so and what Vrabel said, when you look at the wide receivers that the Patriots have, they don't want them just to be the X, or you play on the inside, or you're always on the right side. They want all the receivers playing everywhere. So Brown could play inside, he could play on the right. Generally, he's on the left. Same thing for Dobbs. Can really play inside, can play X on the outside. But what about Mac Hollins, who can also play inside, outside? The Patriots want to have that versatility, and they can do that with A.J. Brown. And the other thing that they can do with A.J. Brown is if teams play him in man, he'll own them. And if they go to zone, Drake May will shred them. So last night we talked about it. I wasn't even joking around. We've looked at the landscape of the AFC. The Patriots aren't a favorite right now. I want to throw that out there. The Buffalo Bills are ahead of the Patriots on the betting odds. To me, it's Super Bowl or bust. I do expect regression from 14 wins. I do. But I think the team is better. Right now, how can you not think they're better? And I don't think it's over yet. I think they're still going to add a pass rush to this. There are storylines, though. Christian Gonzalez, that's one of them. They got to lock him up. How are they going to handle that thing? But I'm trying to get you excited about one of the best man coverage receivers in the league. And Stephon Diggs, everyone loved him. Averaged 59 yards per game last year. While, A.J. Brown is crushing the numbers in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. It's a huge upgrade for the Patriots. And I know, what could go wrong? What could potentially go wrong? One last one I wanted to give you. I gave you the receiving yards and man coverage. Contested catches. Right? In the league, that's what a lot of these contested catches, they rank them. They rank the receivers. This is just over the last couple of years. 2022, he had 15. He's tied for 7th in the league. In 23, 14, 7th. A little bit of a downturn in 2024. He was 12th. Last year, 7th in the league. When it comes to contested catches or man coverage or receiving yards, you can add all these numbers up, and he's a top 5 to 10 receiver in the league. The Patriots have never had a guy like this. And you could say Randy Moss, but he didn't come in with that type of numbers and off Super Bowls. This is guys completely different. I have huge expectations for A.J. Brown and what he can do for Drake May in year 3. And A.J. Brown hasn't had back-to-back consistent offensive coordinators. Drake May finally does for the first time in his career. We'll leave it there. 617-779-0985. I threw a lot of numbers at you, but those are good numbers. Those are numbers that should excite you, and you should have those same expectations. I know there's some people hoping, he he does fall off that cliff, or he wasn't that good, or, oh, look at the knee. Not me. I'm convinced the Patriots literally got an all-pro wide receiver, maybe the best one they've ever had in a trade. And I'm excited for it, and I'm looking at Super Bowl or bust. Your thoughts, 617-779-0985. I'm Joe Murray. You're listening to 98.5 The Sports Hub.
More Joe Murray coming up on The Sports Hub.
Just saw Jake in the hallways. Jake, he's like not here or working middays now, so we never see him anymore. One half of the Green Teamers podcast, which I'm hearing some green chatter, Skaz. Hearing, and I'm not trying to transition away from my AJ Brown conversation.
We'll have to get into this later tonight because you were sending some interesting. The sniffer was out today in our Slack channel.
It's been, dude, like a dog sniffing around everywhere lately. But yeah, I've heard some green chatter. Again, I have no sources. I am not a reporter, but I hear things, and people love to send me things like food. Last week at a card show, Piccolo's, Worcester. Biggest chicken parm I've ever seen. But I got to tell you, the meatballs, guys, I don't give scores that often. I'm going to go 9.4 because I don't give high scores. That's a very high score. Very high. Did you hear those numbers I was chirping out there about AJ Brown, Skaz? I know you this morning. The first thing you told me was still don't like the trade. That's fine. That we can hold that discussion if you'd like. But did you hear the numbers? Separation, man, receiving yards. I mean, he had a down year and he's still top 10 in the NFL. That's my expectation now. My expectation is that guy comes here, top 5 player, top 10 receiver in the league. Last year, he got 59 yards a game out of Stephon Diggs. I want 80 out of this guy because he's done it his whole career.
He should be an all-pro, and Drake May should be the MVP of the league. That's the standard. That's what they're telling you.
Do you think they're built for that right now?
I think that's what they're trying to build themselves to. I mean, you brought in a number 1 receiver. Drake May finished second in the MVP last year. You lost in the Super Bowl. This is how you kind of try and, right those wrongs, if you even want to, call them wrongs for a team that overachieved by just about every single metric last season.
I don't know if you got any of the sound back there today, but can we hear Vrabel? Because Vrabel talked about the AJ Brown signing, and he gave credit to Elliott Wolf. So you're right. What you're saying is they went all in. They got an all-pro guy, and if he plays at an all-pro level like everyone's saying he is, Drake May should be the MVP or in the conversation for MVP, and it's Super Bowl or bust.
I think that's all completely fair.
Okay, I'm with you on the Super Bowl or bust stuff. But Mike Vrabel today, when it was, hey, AJ Brown's here.
Well, I think there were conversations early on, and then those stalled and had to wait. And then Elliot texted me yesterday afternoon, sometime after 4:00, that it got done. And I said, "Great job, thank you." And when's he coming in?
So it was Elliot who made the deal.
Yeah.
I can't buy that one. I'm sorry. I know that they talk to the media and he says words.
Sometime after 4:00, that it got done. And I said, "Great job, thank you." And when's he coming in?
Fall guy.
Great job, Elliot.
No, real quick.
Great job.
You're right. Because now that we've said Super Bowl or bust, MVP campaign, all pro, if it's not that, we blame Elliot, right? Because Elliot did all the work. It was Elliot who got the deal done. It was Elliot who convinced the Crafts to do it. So if it doesn't work out, it's got nothing to do with Mike Vrabel, who's coached him before. It's got everything to do with Elliot Wolf that made the call.
You believe that?
I call it fall guy. You always need a fall guy, guys. And
should Mike Vrabel need a fall guy for AJ Brown? Is anybody going to believe that?
No. That's what I'm saying. You're right.
Good job.
No one's gonna believe that.
How patronizing is that?
So I didn't like that today. I did not like that. What else did I also thought Mike Vrabel wasn't bringing it today. Felt like he seemed like he was exhausted.
Well, it's Joe. It's the big night out. You finally got what he was so desperately craving for so long. The next day had to be a little bit of a letdown. AJ Brown's finally here. Come down after a big event like that. Of course, a little bit of a hangover.
So you mean to tell me he put all his love into something, got it, And then the next day, he was a little deflated.
He's got I don't know if I'd say deflated, Joe, but he had to recharge the batteries. It was a big day for him yesterday.
Can we hear any A.J. Brown? There was 2 A.J. Browns that I heard. One, he was in his house doing an interview with, I like her. What's her name?
Believe it was Maria Taylor?
She's beautiful, by the way. Just to throw, that's a sidetrack. But they were sitting in a room with a floor mat that said Patriots. So that it was a Patriots floor mat. He's just living in a house with chairs and Patriots floor mats, and how much he loves the Patriots because his cousin loved the Patriots. I just, when I think of what some of the things A.J. Brown said today, I don't know how much I believe the Eagles stuff, but he did talk about his relationship with Jalen Hurts. He said there was a fault. They fell apart. I know there's rumors on the internet of why. I won't share those because it would just be speculation. But have you thought about this, guys? Like Jalen Hurts and Drake May. Good football players. Great. Jalen Hurts is a great football player. He can run. What he's done at every level of his career, whether it's college, national championship, transferring, becoming a passing quarterback, coming to the NFL, being a dual threat, winning Super Bowls, going to Super Bowls, using his speed on the sideline, throwing with accuracy and deep. But like, call it what you will, but Jalen Hurts is a good quarterback, very good football player. I think Drake May is a better quarterback. I think Drake May is more of a pocket passer, although he's got great running ability. I don't think A.J. Brown's ever played for a quarterback like Drake May. And you know what's funny? Ryan Tannehill, I would never use him as a comp for Drake May, but Tannehill could move. Like, I also think that Drake May has a stronger arm than Tannehill. I think Tannehill might have been a little bigger. I don't know, maybe I'll have to look up their weight. But he played with Tannehill and put up numbers. And he played with Jalen Hurts and he was unhappy. But he kept being this guy, top 10 in the league, receiving yards, etc. What's he going to do with Drake May? Like, for real. My expectation is this guy comes in. And, I mean, listen, I didn't think Randy Moss would come in and score 50 touchdowns. I didn't think so.
He didn't score 50, Joe.
How many did he get?
Wasn't it like 21 or something? Brady threw for 50.
Oh, Brady threw for 50.
Yes, yeah.
Well, whatever.
I liked it, though.
I didn't think it was going to help Brady throw 50 touchdowns. How about that? How many did he have? 23? Was that the number?
Something like that, yeah.
It was so long ago, I can't remember.
Yeah, Rice's record was in a shortened season, too, so.
Like, Gronk did some things that I was like, wow.
So you're going to say A.J. Brown is going to be like Gronk here?
The expectation should be that he's better
than Rob Gronkowski.
Well, different positions. So what I'm trying to tell you is,
you're building up the hype, Joe.
Yes, when Randy Moss came in,
fifth round pick,
I didn't expect it. He had a little hamstring. He wouldn't play in the preseason, and they played the Jets the first game of the year. And dude, he beat everybody. Like anyone that covered him, dude, he'd blow him down the side, blow by them down the sideline.
Excuse me.
And it was on and on and on. They would just do that play action pass every time, and Moss was behind the guy every time. And Brady wasn't that type of thrower. Drake May is that type of thrower. And I'm sure that Josh McDaniels is probably going to want to huddle, not do a no huddle, up tempo, have guys play everywhere, look for the open guy. It's probably what they will do. But it's kind of hard to watch a guy beat somebody down the sideline every time and not throw deep. This is why I think A.J. Brown's going to have a monster year. And, dude.
He has to, Joe.
On the other side here, how many stops has Josh McDaniels had now?
Well, it depends on what we're counting as stops, Joe. Do tarmac visits count as stops?
Well, Denver, Raiders.
Both those went really swimmingly.
And I guess I'll add Patriots.
What about Indianapolis? You going to count that one?
No, I'm not going to count them. I'll do 2 Patriots. I'll do the 07 Patriots and the now Patriots.
What about Michigan State? You going to give Michigan State?
I'm not going to give many of those. Or what's the school he went to? John Carroll. Didn't they have some guy on their practice squad from there?
Who knows? Probably.
Just think about some of the receivers that he's coached and the numbers they put up.
Oh, I got to take on this.
Think about it. All right, hold that there.
Oh, I'm patiently waiting.
All right, your thoughts at 617-779-090. If I was talk to Bill, he's in Townsend. Hey, Bill.
Hey, Joe.
Hey.
Hey, I think A.J. Brown's the premier wide receiver we've gotten since Randy Moss. And I think he's going to put up some huge numbers. I don't think he's going to get to the 23 touchdown mark there Tom Brady and Randy Moss did, but I think he's going to get at least 15, and he's a threat on every sector of the field, whether he's going deep down the sideline or they're in the red zone. He's an number one target.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Anything else?
Yeah, on Twitter when I saw all these people saying he wasn't worth everything, I'm like, geez, this guy's worth a first-round draft pick in 2028. He's definitely worth it, and he's definitely worth a fifth-round draft pick next year. It's a great trade for the Patriots.
You happy?
Oh, yeah, I'm excited about it.
Cool. Where's Townsend?
Oh, it's north central part of the state. It's near, we're just south of New Hampshire. We're just near Groton, Mass. That area.
Never been out there before.
Oh, I just got a great Greek pizza at Townsend at a pizza place in Townsend called Patriots Pizza.
Oh, so you're a Patriots pizza fan too?
Yep, absolutely.
What kind of pizza did you get?
It's called a Greek pizza.
I know a Greek pizza. Yeah, it's oily in like thick crust.
It's got olives, it's got tomatoes, it's got spinach, got feta.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, delicious.
Do you fold the pizza?
Sometimes. Sometimes I'll do that. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoy it.
And I have a smoker that I make ribs and brisket and turkeys and chicken on.
Turkeys?
Yep. I've smoked turkeys, yeah.
Wait, you find them yourself and cook them?
Get them from a turkey farm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I like smokers.
Yeah, I know. I made ribs last week. I'm going to make a brisket soon. It's going to be great.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
All right, man. Yep. I appreciate you calling.
All right, Joe.
Enjoy the pizza.
Hey, man, I'm glad I could call in and talk to you, man. You're the best.
You're the best. Thank you.
Take it easy, buddy.
All right, bye-bye. He was laughing. Did you get those laughs in there? Did you guys catch all those?
Well, a case of the giggles there, Joe.
He was happy to talk to me.
Pizza had him feeling good.
So when people say Greek pizza, I think of the actual form of Greek pizza. So is Greek pizza like its own brand, like tomatoes, olives, all that? Greek pizza to me is just a fluffy, greasier pan pizza with a different kind of, it's all over.
Think of like feta and olives and like stuff like that.
Okay, yeah. All right. Do you know, so Pat Callahan's here tonight. He's our sales guy. He listens to every show. He's eating in front of me. He's no, Skaz. There is no view for me right now that I can't watch him eat what he's eating. It's some bag. He's dipping, right? It's Wendy's. There you go.
Is it a biggie bag, Joe?
It's a $5 major. It's a major bag alert. Bag alert. Major bag alert. But he's chomping it. It's right. I can't stop and see it. Do you ever get FOMO like that? Someone eats in front of you? He could have sat anywhere. Do you know Street Team Joe goes by himself to eat? When he eats, he goes into his own little area.
Oh, yeah, he hides.
Skaz, something happened today that
a tragedy, Joe? Is that what you're talking about?
You can't make it up, right? And we got to tease it because I know you have something on the receivers.
I do.
And at the end of the hour, we got something that we talked about last night
at length.
And
you could say we even sung about it, Joe.
It's a whole new world.
It's not the same world it once was, Joe.
Let's hit the headline here. We'll take some calls. We'll get into the receivers at the Patriots and who Josh McDaniels has coached before. And, well, a whole new world is the Nolan Brothers. They got a big boxing event this weekend over at Fenway. Fenway 2. They did it last year. They're doing it again. NolanBrosBoxing.com. Get tickets there. They're going to be in studio tonight. We'll hype up that event. And we'll take a quick break. Hit the headline. I'm Joe Murray, 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Sports Hub headlines.
Our Red Sox in action right now, taking on Baltimore. They had the day off yesterday. Connolly early is on the mound. Top of the third inning. All right, back here on 98.5 The Sports Hub. I'm Joe Murray. Skaz is here tonight. We got our intern Derek back there. I see you guys line up on the phone lines. We'll get to you in a second here. Skaz, you mentioned, wow, Joe, you're comparing what A.J. Brown can do to Rob Gronkowski. I happen to look up Rob Gronkowski's numbers. Now, in 2011, which was a long time ago, Gronk had 1,317. It was like one of the best individual seasons in tight end history. He followed that up with 11 touchdowns, 790 yards, and 55 catches. Championship years, 82, 1,112. That's a good year. For a tight end, I know. But Skaz, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking 80, 1,000 and change, double digits. And, not for nothing, but A.J. Brown's done more in his, well, I know that receivers are different than tight ends. It's funny when you look at Gronk's Football Reference, 2019, did not play, retired. I know he did. It's just, remember he quit on the Patriots? Then he got traded.
Forced to quit.
Well, okay.
Depends on who you ask.
All right. Did you see this list already? That
Yes, Joe. You put a list in Slack earlier today of Josh McDaniels. It was some Josh McDaniels, may I call it, propaganda from Joe Murray.
Yep. Notable wide receivers in their first season with Josh McDaniels. So I'll go back to Wes Welker. First season, 2007, 1,100 yards, 8 touchdowns. He was the number 2. Because the number 1 that year was Randy Moss, who had 1,400 yards and 23 touchdowns. So maybe that's a dip. Maybe we should take them out of the equation.
I'm fine with leaving them in, Joe.
Okay, let's leave them in. None of these people have won a championship, if that's what you're going to tell me.
Oh, I got more than that.
Okay.
So continue, please.
Brandon Marshall, remember him?
I do.
Tall, big.
He was.
A.J. Brown's probably a little bigger, would you say?
Bigger? I don't know. I feel like Brandon Marshall was a big boy.
But muscle, strength, whatever. Brandon Marshall's first year with Josh McDaniels, 1,100 yards, 10 touchdowns. That's pretty good, right? For a first year, that's great.
Brandon Marshall 6'5", A.J. Brown 6'1".
Oh, wow. Wow.
Brandon Marshall was huge.
Okay. Wow, I didn't realize it was that,
A.J. Brown only 6'1" for the people that are, dead set on him winning every single jump ball this season.
And I have a few people that are getting on me about me saying he'd blow him on the sideline, which is not what I meant.
Excuse me. Family program.
I've already had few people reach out to me about that. Blow by him on the sideline. And that's what Brandon Marshall could do. That is very big, very big. And then the last one here, first season, Devontae Adams, 1,500 yards, 14 receptions. It's good, right? First year.
I would say all those numbers are great.
Now, what do you got? What do you got to crap on now?
So the bar for A.J. Brown should be minimum 1,200 yards, 8 touchdowns, is what you're telling me.
Low bar.
Low bar. That's the low bar for A.J. Brown.
Minimum.
I'm going to hold you to that, Joe. What would you say is the amount of targets A.J. Brown should get this season from Drake May?
Well.
How many targets should A.J. Brown expect this season from Drake May? I don't want you typing over there, Joe Murray. How many targets should A.J. Brown expect this season?
80 to 100.
80 to 100 targets for A.J. Brown this season.
Well, actually, he's got to be over 100.
So so on the high side, Drake May will target A.J. Brown 115 times.
On a high side, yeah.
So you want to say that's the high side?
Yeah.
So we'll start with Devontae Adams. Would you like to guess how many targets Devontae Adams had in 2022?
I'm going to tell you not a lot because He's not getting a lot right now with the Rams.
2022, so we're going to do the years those guys. First year with Josh McDaniels.
Yeah.
Devontae Adams, 180 targets that year. 180. 180.
Whoa.
Let's go to Brandon Marshall. That would be 2009 with the Denver Broncos. 154 targets for Brandon Marshall that year.
Do you know the most A.J. Brown ever had was 158?
And when was that? 3 years ago?
03 when they lost the Super Bowl.
Okay, so then we will go to Randy Moss and Wes Welker. Respectfully, on the same team with Tom Brady, 160 and 145 targets. So
holy smokes.
I would just advise A.J. Brown and the people that think A.J. Brown is going to have similar numbers to those guys. He's going to need about 150 targets, I think, to replicate those numbers. So I would just maybe push back on that a little bit. Those are astronomical target numbers.
Can I give you Romeo Dobbs numbers while we're at it?
Please.
So Dobbs last year, targets 85. The year before, and he had 55 receptions, 700 yards. The year before that, targets 72. His second year, he had 96. So he's never topped 100. That's where Dobbs probably will live, right? If
I would be shocked if Romeo Dobbs is targeted over 90 times.
Okay.
And I like Romeo. I think Romeo Dobbs should be kind of the red zone guy.
But you're saying that if with the ball that they have to share, the targets for A.J. Brown should be anywhere between 80 and 100 because Dobbs is going to get between 60 and 75?
I think on the high side, A.J. Brown could be at 115 to 120, but is that what they want to do with this offense?
No. They want to find the open guy.
And is A.J. Brown going to be happy if he has 85 targets and 6 touchdowns, but they're 13 and 4 or whatever it is?
That is a valid question.
So I'm just saying, when you sent those numbers, I said, wow, those are unbelievable numbers.
But then you looked up the targets.
180 targets that's insane.
It is insane. And maybe there was nobody else to throw the ball to.
Well, I'm sure on the Raiders there definitely wasn't.
But you know what, guys? This kind of does bring up a good question. Like, how do you look at the targets this year? And they might be a run-first team.
That's the other thing, too, is like they need to run the ball. We saw what happened when they couldn't run the ball last year. Drake May gets killed.
The reason why I bring up Dobbs, people won't really call him a number one because he wasn't. He was one of their top producers, but I wouldn't call him a number one. But they were a run-first team, right? Who's the guy that just got in trouble there?
Well, Josh Jacobs, yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? Like he runs the ball hard. Christian Watson, right? Who's the other receiver? Reed. They just traded the other guy to Philly, of all places. So, I mean, they had like 4 guys who'd get touches, and Dobbs would still get, let's call it on a healthy year, 80 to 90 a year. So, in a way, like, are both guys going to see less production? And the only thing I can really say about A.J. Brown, as excited as I am to see him, he was on a team that was winning and was still pouting. You think he's going to bring that book on the sideline? What do you think they're doing with that book? No, you know what's funny? There are projections, like how many targets a guy will get a year. Because there is an odd man out. It's Booty, probably, because of value. But, like, does Mac Hollins make it? I mean, I want him on the team. But
he's big for them on third down last year.
But could he net you a return? They want to use Kyle Williams more, right?
That's what they're telling us, Joe.
And then Demario Douglas, which I like. He's a gadget guy. So
you're going to use Kyle Williams more and be able to get Romeo Dobbs and A.J. Brown enough targets.
And then, like I said, you have Mac Hollins and Booty and then Hunter Henry. And then the running back.
I'm worried about Hunter Henry.
He looked good at the softball game the other night.
Sure he did. A little worried about their tight end room.
Well, they lost Julian Hill.
Which all the football people are telling me is a sneaky big loss.
Maybe there's somebody. Maybe we should look up some free agents. And Joku already signed. I liked him.
What's Jonnu Smith up to?
Oh, good. Well, he's been with Vrabel, right? Remember with the title? Oh, wow. Ooh, we gotta keep an eye out. Maybe we'll have Derek look up some projections. I bet you someone has projections, right? One of those nerd websites. Huh.
Jonnu Smith is available.
Oh, boy. All right, well, Chad wants to tell us about Greek pizza.
How we doing, guys?
I'm okay.
So, Greek pizza is not olives and feta cheese. It's a style of pizza that's a little fluffier, like you mentioned, and greasy.
Yes.
And the two telltale signs of if you're at a Greek pizza place, it either has house in the name, Gardner House of Pizza, or it has two initials in the name, C&M, blah, blah, blah. So we're out in Townsend. You're not sure where that town is. I'm going to tie it all together by saying there's a Greek pizza place called C&S Pizza in Pepperell, the town right next to Townsend, that has a top 5 all-time
top 5
beef.
Roast beef?
Three-way beef. A three-way beef.
Roast beef.
In fact, I think if you Google it, I think they just won a local three-way beef challenge.
Yeah, I know who we are. They won the North Shore Beefs. Andy Ferg crowned them the best beef in town.
Yep, and I can tell you, it's a little out of the way, but if you somehow are within a half an hour of it, it's legit and worth the drive.
So I grew up in like the Boston Rosendale area, Hyde Park, big Greek community in Rosendale, and man, it's all we had was Greek pizza. But the names were like Checkmate and Athens, and A&N.
Yeah, always the initials. And out in Central Mass, definitely north of Worcester, it's always houses in the name. Leominster House of Pizza, Fitchburg House of Pizza, Telltale Sign Greek Pizza. But check out C&S. Three-way beef.
Beefs.
Worth it.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you.
All right, guys. Take care.
Thank you for the education. Feel good about that, guys?
Sure.
Greek pizza. I had so much Greek pizza in my life, I don't want any more. You know what you know how you ever like get slices at places? You know the slice. Remember the places that have the slices, you can see them when you walk in and you look in? That is generally a Greek pizza spot. Because like the other pizza spots, they don't display. They have a nice display, like a display that you look over, right? And it's like
a little Sicilian in there.
Yeah, exactly. So you get it. This hour of the Sports Hub has been brought to you by good friends over at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Enjoy quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit NewEnglandOilChange.com. You can save 15% off an extra oil change. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, the official oil change of busy people. The Nolan brothers are going to come in about 15 minutes. But I do feel like we need to let people know what happened today. Or should we just keep teasing them? Because, people have now commented. And I don't know how much longer I can take these bullets. But something that we did on the show last night has impacted real life. We'll tell you what that is on the other side. I'm Joe Murray, 98.5 The Sports Hub.
You're listening to Joe Murray on 98.5. You're listening to Joe Murray on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
I gave you his numbers against man coverage, receiving yards, contested catches. I've done all that. The Patriots are Super Bowl or bust. I had a chance to talk to Zach Berman today. He's out in Philly. And he told me his thoughts that A.J. Brown wanted to play elsewhere. They were able to land a first-round pick, and that was number one key. Sounds like Roseman didn't care what year that first-round pick was, so that's how they were able to agree to a deal. Fans might not be happy about it, but the team's worse. And he said that to me earlier today, and I said, wow. So, and he was basically saying this guy plays every Sunday. He's excited about him. So people in Philly, they're talking highly of him. And I think that they're upset that he's leaving. So it's good to catch up with him, and I'll share that interview later on tonight here on the show. 617-779-0985. You can call in. We got the Nolan Brothers coming in. If you know about them, they have a boxing promotion. It's a big event this Saturday. It's in the concourse at Fenway Park. They did it last year. They're doing it again. So we'll have them in studio. We'll talk about a little local action, a little towny action. But boxing, to me, in this state, in this place, in this area, it's huge. Going back for years and years, I do think that the sport has lost a lot of their heavyweights. But some of the action when it comes to their lightweights, middleweights, et cetera, has been outstanding. And I also think UFC has interrupted maybe a little bit of the boxing stuff as well. So we're going to have them in studio. We'll talk about what they got going on Saturday and just breeze about a little bit of boxing. But I have teased, something happened before the show. Last night we had Street Team Joe in studio. We had our intern Riley in. Skaz was here. And we brought up Aladdin. I don't know how it got brought up, but I loved the song from Aladdin. Even that's how it started. There you go. Our in or out segment, Joe asked, of course, where did it come from, and it turned into a story. So I'm like, wow, you've never seen Aladdin? He's like, oh, I've been on the ride before, like at Disney or something, being a jerk about it. And Riley's like, yeah, I don't know. I've heard the song, I think, And I spoke glowingly of one Peebo Bryson, who was just an incredible singer. And he was the one who said, you're the Reaper. And what's up with those guys on the sideline? No. I said a mistake. I said it by mistake. If I said it for real, it'd be funny. Dude, I don't know how to get over this one, Skaz. Now, who's the other guy? Brought him up and he had to get carried out in a handicap. They saved his life.
It's been a tough stretch for people Joe's mentioned at night here.
So, it's unfortunate. This is one that I don't think I'm going to get over for a little while now. And you know what? He could have been dead for all I knew last night when I was singing For Real. But it's just, do you think that was like synergistic? Like, do you think Peebo was like, I had a real effect on Joe? Let's reach out to him. Street Team Joe texted me, I can't believe the guy you were singing is dead. Yes, Joe. I can't either. But I just feel like, guys, we can't continue the show without addressing this. Jeff checking in. How? It can't be. Where do your powers come from? Are you an alien, Joe? I have no clue how this happened. But another one bites the dust. Maybe I am the Grim Reaper. Maybe I shouldn't talk about anybody anymore. Maybe I should stop talking. It's net worth $2.5 million, guys. I don't know if that's enough.
Not enough for Peebo.
Not enough. Very sad about this. Well, don't feel like we could go through the show any longer, Skaz. They're just I know it's the 8 o'clock on a drive time, nighttime show, but I Everyone goes, Peebo. All right, Joe, let it rip. Don't hold back. Rest in peace, Peebo. Joe sang this last night. He was phenomenal. If Street Team Joe hasn't seen Aladdin, what's wrong with him? From Creed to Alice in Chains to Aladdin. My favorite song from Peebo is Can You Stop the Rain? Oh, yeah. It's less about the singing, more about how fire those keys are. I love you, Joe. People are showing compassion skits. Does Jeremy know about this yet?
I don't know if you want Jeremy to know.
All right. Well, should we now have like a something in the system that when this happens, we talk.
So we're gonna have to be like the Oscars and do an in memoriam at the end of the year or something. Like the Joe Murray show in memoriam.
I can't believe this happened. I can't believe it. But what else would you expect on this show, guys? At this point, it's like, Joe, I'm the Reaper. I am the Reaper. And I can't believe I did it to Peebo. Of all the loves that I loved. All right. We'll take a break. Somehow we'll come back from this. We'll welcome in the Nolan Brothers. Fight night at Fenway. Fighting out of the left corner. We'll talk to the Nolan Brothers next here on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
More Joe Murray coming up on the Sports Hub.
back here on 98.5 The Sports Hub. This was unprompted. Skaz just started playing the Rocky theme. What do you guys think about Rocky when it comes to box? By the way, I'm with the Nolan brothers. Nolan Bros Boxing.
Yes. When it comes to Rocky, like with boxing,
Yes.
I don't know. I mean, the first one's a love story,
It is a love story.
but the world stops when the third one's on.
Yeah.
When Clubber Lang gets in there, that's
Well, Mick dies.
don't spoil
I
it for
know,
everybody.
now everyone
Jeez.
knows, man. So, no, as far as like pure pugilism,
Movie's 40 years old.
I'm just kidding, dude. As far as pure
No,
pugilism,
hang on a second. Spoiler alerts.
yeah.
Like, if I spoil Euphoria and how it ended, I'm a jerk. I mean, I am a jerk for that.
What, you gonna say what happens to
'cause it-
Apollo?
'cause it just-
Like, I don't know. You know what I mean?
Wait, does something
Who
happen to
doesn't know-
Apollo?
who doesn't know what happens to Apollo?
So it's funny. So like an icebreaker at the gym, whenever we have new guys come in, we just as a cold opener, we go, "What's your favorite movie?" Right? And whatever they say, we obviously dice them up. But anytime they say anything that alludes to any sort of ending, whether it's like 50 years old,
Matt just immediately spoils it.
thanks. Now I don't have to
Immediately,
watch
yeah.
it. You know, but no. As far as like actual fight, it's horrible. But almost all boxing movies, all fight movies are terrible. You know?
Really?
I think so. Yeah. What's probably the best? Maybe Raging Bull.
Yeah, because I guess that's less about boxing, more about
All right,
LaMotta.
let's think
All right,
of it
yes,
real
yeah.
quick. The Fighter I liked, although it was good actors. You had good actors.
Sure.
Yeah.
And I love that Charlene MTV girl. I love that line.
It's weird. Like with the Fighter, I have trouble because like being like the local guy, I actually know him. So
Yeah.
it's like weird.
Oh, yeah.
You see Mick
It's like
and-
I see Mark. I can only see Mark Wahlberg. That's my
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, guy, let's do some punching, dude.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah.
What about Southpaw?
I like Gyllenhaal, but no.
You know, I think it's like one of those things. I think cops don't like watch cop shows, and like I can't stand boxing movies. I like Rocky movies because they're like fun, stupid movies. But I honestly don't watch almost any boxing films. I don't.
But it was funny. I was with this kid the other day, and I was like, "Oh, have you ever seen like this movie or that movie?" And he's like trying to get into boxing, and he hasn't. And I almost feel like, wouldn't that motivate you?
It does because every kid that comes to the gym goes, "My favorite movie's Creed." Which, by the way, I thought was good. I thought it was a good movie.
Creed was a good movie.
Yeah, great movie.
But
Well done.
that's like a catalyst. And you know what was big when Mark and I were coming up? There was no girls in the gym ever. And when $1 Million Baby came out, there was like a huge influx of women boxers, and I think that literally was an influx because of that film.
All right, let's get everyone excited.
Yeah.
This Saturday night,
Yes,
Fenway Park. Can I say Fenway Park?
I think
or
so.
is
You
it
did.
Fenway?
It's good. We're not going to dump it.
This Saturday night, Fenway Park. The Nolan brothers present Fight Night at Fenway 2.
Correct.
So
Correct.
you guys had one last year.
We did. So we were the first promoters to put on fights at Fenway in nearly 70 years. Like if you looked at the lineup, it was like Boxcar Willie and stuff.
Kid something or other, yeah.
So last year, Mark and I we've only been professionally promoting for a few years now. And it's because the landscape was just garbage. It was just it needed a hero.
Yeah, it was
right?
some guy, a local guy fighting an Uber driver at a high school gymnasium. And
that's how
that's
everything
not
was.
pro boxing.
So when we went to Fenway,
It's not pro boxing.
yeah, it's not. No,
I got you
yeah.
because we could have me versus Skaz.
Yeah. I mean, you could. Well, listen,
That's
if we
Fight
did
at Fenway
that,
3.
I was going to say, we're selling a million tickets. So we kind of wanted to raise the bar. We went to Fenway. We met with the group, and they were really approachable. They were awesome. And having done it last year, when the dust settled, we were like, I don't know if we're going to do it again. But when the opportunity presented itself, we went all in. And we put together the most ridiculous, it sounds like pillow talk, but it's the craziest New England card of all time. Like the headliners, it's Jair Brown and this kid Anthony Vieira. Jair Brown,
Golden Boy versus
yes,
Vicious.
yes, and
I know.
like they really are like the Golden Boy Vicious. Like Jair Brown is like the king.
Smack talk.
Yeah, just a horrible instigator, and he's really good at it. Incredible fighter. He's 19-2. He's here with Mark DeLuca out of Dorchester. And then Anthony Vieira, conversely, is 11-0 and vicious. Like his face is covered in tattoos.
Where's he from?
He's from
New Bedford.
Onset, really.
Yeah, but
he's an onset Cape Verdean. They're like a different breed of fighters.
Okay.
And then he's out of like the New Bedford Fall River area.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
let me pause here
Please.
for a second. I'm trying to get it all together.
Yes.
All right. I only really know professional boxing.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've been worked here for 15 years. I had a little stint with some boxing people in the past.
Mm-hmm.
But that was, a long time ago.
Yeah.
Within the last 20 years, has boxing of all the sports, think about it, right? Horse racing's one of them.
That's right in the
Yeah.
same conversation.
So-
So there was an old Larry Merchant quote. I think it was him. He was like, "You can never kill or save boxing," which I think is true, right? And I think even you said you're like, "Hey, boxing's dead," I was like, "Whoa, Joe," But the thing is, it's not like a Jack Dempsey ticker tape parade in New York anymore. But being like the niche sport it is, we have a pocket of extreme diehards, and the sport will never go away because of the intrigue and the fact that, like, if I go to a Patriots game, if I go to the bathroom in the third quarter and come back, the Patriots are still playing. If I, take a restroom break when Cassius Chaney fights Harold Roy on Saturday, there's a great chance somebody is snoring by the time I get back.
If I sneeze and look up, it might be over.
Absolutely. So, and I think part of it is...
I think that's better than, not to cut cross,
No.
but UFC probably bites in or eats into maybe
tremendously
some
so.
of the things you guys are
But there's been like a little bit of a renaissance as of late, because there's basically the tide totally turned when the UFC really hit mainstream, like after the Ultimate Fighter and the Forrest Griffin, Stephan Bonner fight. But we're seeing a lot of guys come from MMA now to boxing, and it's because as old and corrupt as the sport is, it has the money. So guys like, whether it's Ngannou or Mayweather, even Rico Van Hoven just came over to fight Alexander Usyk in front of the pyramids of Giza. Whenever there's money involved, there's going to be a lot of interest, especially from
and corruption.
Yeah.
horrible corruption.
But also, you bring up Dana White. There's not a lot of boxing guys that are trying to break into MMA. Dana just started Zuffa Boxing. Like, Dana sees some value in boxing, and he's trying to kind of move the needle there.
All right. So to our listeners that are out there, if you guys know the Nolan Brothers, call in. Or if you're a boxer, 617-779-0985. In wrestling, there was territories.
Sure.
Like, there was the East Coast.
Yep.
And then there was
like
NWA.
the Oklahoma circuit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All that, right?
Yep.
When it comes to let's just keep it in Massachusetts, right? I would assume Brockton was probably a
City of Champions,
it's a hub.
right. That was probably a hotbed,
Yep.
Absolutely.
for boxers. You mentioned New Bedford, Fall River.
That's another hot.
It's just got its own. That's its own entity out there, right? In Boston, growing up, I know there was Southie kids. McNeely was one of them.
the Hurricane, baby.
Who's the kid that fights with the Dropkick Murphys there?
Danny O'Connor?
Danny O'Connor.
Yep.
We've met
He's
him.
actually a Framingham kid.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
We've had him. We've had him on before. Why did I think he was from Dorchester? Maybe because every Irish.
He probably, exactly. But no, you have a ton of Dorchester gyms like Peter Welsh and stuff like that, or Southie, what have you.
And then dude from Dedham, Roach.
Yeah, he does. He's more of a.
So it's Ryan Roach. It's like he does a lot of like fitness and like fundraising stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, he wouldn't be like a. Actually, like I think you're actually kind of making your point already. Like as far as like regions and cliques, like Ryan Roach is a good dude, but he's not like a boxing like a competitive boxing dude. So like other cliques too, like you have Boston North Shores can be great too.
So like I live in Peabody. I would assume maybe East Boston, Winthrop, Revere, or something like that.
Revere has an awesome boxing.
Yeah,
program.
Revere Boxing Club. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a non-profit that they run.
Yeah,
Joe,
our buddy Joe Singer runs that. Good guy.
Yeah,
Wow.
and Brad Owlett, they're awesome.
Yeah.
And then you have like the Haverhill, Lawrence's, Lynn's. Those
Yeah.
are always dominant too.
I guess you would call that Merrimack.
No, really.
Yeah.
There's so like there's another promoter putting on. It's a trash bag promoter puts on horrible shows, but he has a great Merrimack Valley regional fight coming up. But that's how they promote it.
But like, is that how some people might have to understand it? Like for me, right?
Yep.
I go to the fights. I'm going to look at the two guys and I'm like, I'll bet you, because you're going to get a little betting.
Oh, yeah.
in
Oh, yeah.
there. I'll just bet the guy in the green trunks.
So if you go to the Golden Gloves in Lowell, there's guys that actually I don't know if I'm blowing
Every
up
single
spots.
time they bet on a corner. So like they're like Red, you better win, dude, because we got money on you this
And you're
round.
like a 17-year-old kid leaving the ring. You just get your brains blown out, and they're like, "Thanks, bud. You lost me $4,
Yeah.
gin and tonic." So there is a lot of that. But what's not typical is how we run it. Is so this card in particular is all New England versus New England, which is like unheard of. And it as unimpressive as that might sound, it really is great in the sense that you're not just showing up to support your buddy who's a union electrician. Like you're showing up to see who's actually going to win these fights.
It's harder to make local on local because everybody wants to protect their record. They don't want to fight the other guy. But Matt always says you got to clear out your backyard.
Got it. They
Yeah.
want to be the best in their faction or
Correct.
area.
Exactly.
You want to be 20-0 from Merrimack Valley,
Yeah.
but if you fight every guy from Sonora, Mexico, people start to pick up on it, and it's at like a gymnasium with the lights on it, noon, and some kid that's 15 years old is selling warm Gatorades in the parking lot. It's not exactly what we're doing at Fenway Park,
All right, so we've got the factions down.
Yes.
Now there really isn't I guess. All right, I'll tell you this story. The other day,
Yeah.
I'm friendly with Manny Del Carmen. He pitched for the Red Sox
Yep.
Yeah.
from Hyde Park, and he has an academy. And he goes, "Yeah, Hyde Park doesn't have a baseball league anymore." And I was like, "What the hell?"
Yeah.
Like growing up, like I don't know if I remember like Lowell had one, Brockton had an academy.
Sure. Well, Lowell doesn't anymore, and that's the same
No,
exact
it's-
thing,
yeah.
which is insane.
Yeah.
So
Right.
the guy Art Romalo ran
The West End Gym.
which
Forever.
Mickey Ward fought. I mean, it was like royalty. And if you went there, it was a time machine, and it was always the same way. It's been closed for like, I don't know, 10 years now, like longer than
Yeah.
it should have been. Romalo passed away. He was like the figurehead of the Lowell Golden Gloves. But it is a void where you go, how does
How is
Lowell
that not
have
there?
a boxing
Yeah.
club, bro?
And again, a lot of the I think we're all the same. I'm 44. I think we're
41,
all,
yeah.
Yep.
So-
42 in August.
And you
yeah,
guys
yeah.
are Watertown guys.
Correct.
Yes.
When-
By the way, is Watertown like a disparity? Like people keep going Watertown guys. I'm like, was Watertown like, I don't know. I feel like it's a gentrified, nothing like Passover town. What? You keep making faces. Tell me, give me your take on Watertown.
Watertown was a nice area for me.
Yeah, all right.
I played on a Watertown softball.
There we go. Yeah.
All right. Yeah,
Ease up, Matt.
I can't tell. I feel like you have a disdain for Watertown. Is there or no?
I have no disdain.
Okay.
Guys, come on.
So, no, I don't
Do
know.
I sound like I have disdain for these guys? I
think
killed
there's a hint
somebody
of
last
disdain.
Just don't bring up Abington. That's
Okay, that's
Off
right.
limits.
Suck.
Yeah, there you go.
That area. What is there?
I'm not going to defend it.
Abington, Weymouth.
Do you know where I live now?
What is that?
Dover.
Oh, that's your way.
The worst
But
place
that-
He
on
hates it.
planet
I would
Earth.
call you highfalutin.
Yeah, and that's honestly that's because I inherited a house and I am.
But all right, so this is where I'm going. This is where I'm trying to
Yeah.
to go with it. Is
Yes.
that when we were kids?
Yeah.
And again, we were kids.
Yeah.
We had little leagues to play in. We had Babe Ruths
Sure.
or Legions, and I'm just talking baseball.
Yeah.
But there were basketball camps. There were leagues you could play in at the gym. I mean, there were some kids I knew who boxed, but maybe a gym had like a speed bag or
Sure.
something, or
You know what you're seeing now is so Mark and I actually have a nonprofit at the gym. It's called Watch City Community Boxing. All middle school and high school age kids train at our gym totally free. Revere, same idea. Nonprofit, train for free. There's a new gym.
Waymaker.
Yep. It's in Dorchester. It's Artie DePino and Mark DeLuca, former pro. They have, so you're seeing a lot of nonprofits getting the kids back in the gyms and a little bit more structure. And I think you're going to see the next generation, the one that's up and coming now, is just going to be dominant because of that.
So we're kids. We're trying to find boxing. You guys were saying that some of the legends are no longer there anymore.
Somerville Boxing Club, one of the greatest
Oh, yeah,
of all
that's
time.
gone.
It's gone. That's where we started when my dad was on the board of directors in the 80s. So we started the Somerville Boxing Club.
But you
Gone.
guys were Watertown kids.
Correct.
Yeah.
Would go that Route
Oh,
16 route all
Yeah,
the way.
yep.
Oh man.
Yeah, but there was a decent gym in Watertown town, but it wasn't Somerville. I mean, at the time we were there, Johnny Ruiz was heavyweight champion of the world. It was crazy. Like,
Yeah.
I'm 15 years old and the heavyweight champ's hitting a bag next to us. It was worth it. Yeah.
That's wild. And because again, I'm thinking of the areas. So how would one who's a boxer or has aspirations to box, should they call you guys? And like, what are the levels? Like,
Sure.
how does that even begin?
Yeah, so we have at our gym structured. I run something called Boxing for Competition, which is it's not fundamentals, and we frame it that way specifically because like if you just want to learn technique but you don't want to compete, we just have too many people. There's too many people in line. So Boxing for Competition, it's bread and butter, drill and kill. We teach you our system so you're ready. Then we do Fight Factory, which is heavy contact partner drills. We spar Monday, Wednesday, Saturdays, Mondays and Wednesdays. It's in-house. Saturdays we bring down gyms from all over New England to get that like dog rounds in. We got 2 rings going at the same time. It's really whatever you're looking for. There's always an option to kind of I always look for receipts. So that's my thing. Is like if I'm going to look at a boxing club, do you have active fighters? Do you have active amateur fighters? Do you have active pros? So right now at our gym, not to toot our own horn, we have 2 amateur
Mark, we're on
fighters.
the radio. We're here to toot our own
So
horn.
I'm tooting my own horn. We have 2. So Charlie Andrews is nationally ranked at 187 pounds. Paige Egebrecht is nationally ranked at 125 pounds. That's not even her weight class. She fights at 119. She also is one of our coaches, and she has a PhD from Brandeis. Like she can do everything. I wish she would slow down a little bit.
I'm none of those things.
But we have
for what it's
we have a large stable of active pros. Chenille Rodriguez is the current New England
Yeah.
super middleweight
Light heavyweight.
Light heavyweight champion.
Correct.
I should know somebody. I work the corners and I should probably know better. But like my thing is, you look at me, Joe. The first thing you look at me, you don't go, that guy's a boxer. That guy's a
Look out
at
for
that
dude.
I'm 5'10", 160 pounds soaking wet, but I have the receipts because I have huge human beings that have won all Central New England Golden Gloves, all New England Golden Gloves. I have professional champions. I'm the guy that can point to them, but like they listen to me, and I take photos next to their belts. So it's up to you. If you want to learn, my gym's ready to take you on. You know what I mean?
Just so I have it here.
Yeah.
You guys did box or don't?
Of course. I fought
Oh, yeah.
I fought at 132 pounds.
Actually, our old sparring partners are now the Rodriguez brothers, Chenille Rodriguez and Ross Rodriguez. I think Chenille is the 175 pound.
They're a lot bigger now.
But when did you guys?
My last
start
fight was
boxing?
December of 2010. Well, so my dad was a boat captain. There's not really any work in the winters, so
was
he
the
was
boat?
Boston Harbor Cruises.
So my family
Yeah.
business is my great grandfather founded Boston Harbor Cruises. I have no relationship
Wow.
for them
With
at
at
all.
all.
Like no
Yeah.
love for them whatsoever. So if any of you guys are listening, like this is not for you. You guys stay home
But
on
where
Saturday.
you guys originated?
But so yeah, so my dad he was in the gym. So he's a boxing coach. He was on the board of directors of Somerville in the 80s. So we went to Somerville. We did a lot of our training out of there. Never competed out of there. Went to college, and then there was Boston Sport Boxing Club in Watertown. And that branched off to Boston Boxing. Ed Lavash, one of our best friends, he's in Alston now, and Nonantum Boxing Club. And we fought out. So we did all of our competition out of Nonantum. So I had one fight at 141. It was too big for me. I cut to 132. Matt had one fight at 152. Too big for him. He cut to 141.
So were you guys billed as Watertown kids or from the gym?
I always fought. Yeah, so I fought at the lake. I was a Nonantum kid. Like that's
You would
yeah,
have,
so
you would have like
I wear their colors.
Our jersey would be the flag in the lake, so they would never bill you as. It's funny. I don't think I've ever been billed
So would
as
you fight
Watertown.
other Newton kids? Like is that how
No, so like the last we were talking about the West End gym. I beat the bag out of some kid, Mikey. I can't remember his last name at the Bill Ricker Elks.
My last fight, I
in
fought.
December. Yeah, so you know what I mean. I was like,
My last fight was at the Dorchester Armory, which I think is closed for like asbestos abatement. And I fought the kid Paris Powell. It was from a gym called the Gentleman's Gym. I think it was West Roxbury. It was somewhere around there. It's been gone for.
Okay.
But I was a middling amateur. I was fine. I'm a much better coach than I was fighter.
Yeah, so you guys loved it that you started to see people that were really good, hung around them, and started to learn the business. And,
Yeah, I mean that's like it's legends of like it's like Norman Stoney, Ralph Palmacci, Gabe LaMarca.
It was the dudes we looked up to.
yeah.
And we were in the gym so much, and we fought for however many years, and then eventually we opened a boxing club that snowballed into our own gym, Nolan Bros Boxing, which is, by the way, like 2 minutes down the street.
Yeah, it's right on Sunset. It's right next to Carl's.
Yeah.
Can you smell the beef?
Oh, it's so good.
Everyone after weigh-ins like, "Is there any place to eat around here?" I'm like, "There's one
Teriyaki
place."
steak and cheese from Carl's.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Magic.
I can't. You guys are right there. Why can't I envision the building? I know there's a speedway across the street.
It's
there.
directly across. It's
Yeah.
like it's smaller than the studio. It's
Wow.
a tiny.
So, but it's 7,000 square feet.
Sweatbox.
Oh yes,
Sweat
so
box.
it's 7,000 square feet when you get inside.
No. You're talking about
You're talking
our
about
gym. You're talking about
the gym. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the
You know,
gym.
Carl's.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah,
my bad.
it's
I
like
thought
a
you were
casino.
Carl's.
There's no windows, but it's 2 floors. We got 2 competition rings upstairs, about 40 bags upstairs, and then downstairs. We bought out the Northeastern rowing team during COVID, so we got a bunch of we got 20 something rowers, air bikes, everything you need.
Yeah. It was like an old, I think it was a bowling alley, like in the 50s. But it's right by your Roddy Landscaping and Ackles Steel. It's in the part of Waltham where you'd have to be a boxer.
You'd have to want to go there. Yeah, you don't stumble upon this place.
Yeah, you don't trip over Nolan Brothers Boxing.
All right. So just so people on our YouTube know, your name is
Matt.
and your name is
Mark.
Matt and Mark. Who's older?
Come on, dude.
You're older.
Obviously,
Well,
yeah.
I don't know.
He looks beat up.
He's
Yeah.
he's sneaky.
Listen, because I
I'm
work
5
a lot
minutes
harder.
older, by the
Small
way.
and he wears
Do
a
you know
scally
what?
cap. I don't
With
trust
twins.
him.
So I'm 5 minutes older. Yeah,
Speaking of scallies, yeah, the Mike Aroni. How about I got like 70 scally caps, Boston scally. How about
yeah, we should do a weigh-in there
Yeah.
sometime. But
I mean, Jim Murray would wear a scally.
Oh yeah,
Jim Murray loves scouts.
I used to wear them backwards.
Oh,
the
like a
old Kangol had to be a Kangol. Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's a Hyde Park 101.
So guys, we have an intern back here. His
Okay.
name's Derek. See
Yes.
him in the corner there.
What's up, Derek?
He goes to BU.
Yes.
And he's probably like, what the hell is going on right now? Because we've just been doing sports shows, but we've turned the show is this summer has turned in without the Bruins and
Yeah.
Celtics playing. It's turned into the Joe Nation.
You get a little bit more elbow room.
Yeah, it's been we've been so he's probably like, who the hell are these guys and whose asses are they kicking? And it's so it's been interesting to me. There's some guys on hold.
Okay.
But let's tell everybody the Nolan brothers are here, Mark and Matt.
Yes.
You guys have your own facility.
Correct.
Located where?
22 Sun Street.
22 Sun
Waltham,
Street in
Mass.
Waltham, Mass.
Yep.
And if anybody has an interest in joining or just talking to you,
Yeah.
how do they reach out to you?
Instagram's probably the easiest way. Shoot us a DM. If they want to shoot us an email, nolanbrosboxing@gmail.com. They can go to nolanbrosboxing.com.
Our voicemail at the gym's been full forever. And it's just Marcus Max.
I go, dude, will you check the voicemail? He goes, nobody's
Who
calling.
calls a
Maybe you got a
landline?
champ in there.
So no, we don't. They would show up.
No, what I'm trying to say is,
Yeah.
you never know. I mean,
Can I tell you
If they
about-
wanted it,
No,
if
no,
they
they-
wanted it enough, they'd knock on
So
that
we
door.
had this kid, Mike Puglisi, who fought for us, and he was great. Mark goes, "How'd you find out about us?" And he goes, "Well, I called you like 2 months ago, and I talked to you for about 30 seconds." And Mark goes, "Hey, buddy, I got about 60 guys that want exactly what you want. If you want it bad enough, you'll show up." And he just hung up on me, and he's like, "That's when I knew the gym was my gym." The thing is, Mark and I are public school teachers too, so every day I go to work, I have like any kid could say anything to me.
And you just sit there and take it.
Whereas at the gym, I pick and choose my shots. If I don't like your attitude, hit the bricks,
all
kid.
right. There's some guys who want to talk to you. I
Let's
got to
hear it,
pay
yep.
some bills too.
Yep.
All right.
Fenway this Saturday night.
Correct.
This Saturday, doors
June
at
6th.
doors at 4 p.m.
Saturday night, Fenway 2.
Yep.
4 p.m. in the concourse near the Ted Williams statue.
Correct. Yep.
You nailed it.
First fight at 5. Card is stacked.
Can people buy tickets there?
They can buy
Yes.
tickets at the door. I'll tell you that every one of our shows is sold out. Capacity, I think, will be okay here. But if they want to go on nolanbrosboxing.com or the MLB app to grab tickets, it's in their best interest.
Yeah,
Seats are
you
long
don't have to
gone.
Deal with anything before.
Yeah, might as well get them. And there is a risk that this will sell out. Like tickets are flying.
Yeah, ringside's gone. All seats are gone. It's just general admission now.
Yeah.
All right. And I'll do it right now. Right now, huge night of local sports action. Nolan Brothers Boxing presents Fight Night at Fenway 2. It's this Saturday inside the big concourse at Fenway. Jaye, the Golden Child Brown versus Anthony Vicious Vieira.
Yes, sir.
And you're saying that this is the biggest fight in regional boxing.
I mean, biggest fight in regional boxing in maybe 25 years. Like
Yeah.
it's
What was the last
unprecedented. There was
A Peter Manfredo, maybe?
Manfredo
Whoa,
fight in Rhode
whoa.
Island.
Yeah, that's 13, 15 years ago.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
probably the last time there's been something this big. And it's for a piece of the WBC. The WBC silver belt is on the line.
Yeah.
All right, there's guys who know you. Do you guys want to talk to some people?
I mean,
Maybe.
if you want to put them on, we'll put them on.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah.
Chris is in Norwood. Chris.
Hey, Joe, man, love the show. Just wanted to say hello. Mark, you were my teacher in 7th grade, so I just wanted to say hello and wish you guys well.
Hey, I really appreciate it. Chris, shoot us an email. I'd like to know your last name. I'd like to catch up. Who was the best science teacher you ever had?
Walter White.
Mark Nolan.
Hey, Chris, I really appreciate it, brother. Hope we see you soon.
Absolutely. I've been down to the gym, so I'll come on back.
Beautiful.
They're fans, huh?
Love it.
I had to drop that Walter.
Oh, of course, yeah. I'm the guy who knocks.
That's right.
Yeah.
You know?
Who's your favorite science teacher?
Walter White. Who else? You know?
You got Bob in Boston. Hello, Bob.
Hey guys, so I know heavy is the head that wears the crown, and what is it like being the best promoters in Boston and just eating everybody else's lunch?
Can I tell you, it feels awesome. Like, you know, the whole idea going into this is that we before we did anything, we go, look, the shows are terrible, the venues are terrible, the promoters treat fighters terribly. God forbid we do something different, and now everyone's mad that I'm saying it because we are doing it.
And my thing was, you know, we wanted to take it over and bring it back. I just didn't think it was going to be this easy. The bar was so low, you had to actively not try to trip over it. And again, we could do some podunk little tiny gymnasium, or you can do Fenway Park. I mean, do the math.
But we're doing it for guys like you, and I know that's so like pedantic saying, but the reality is like fight fans deserve better, and that's really like our whole mentality.
Well, I can't wait to be able to bet on this fight.
So I don't
Can
know if
people
I
bet on this?
So can I say like a sports book or no?
Yeah, why not?
All right, so we're gonna find out tomorrow morning, but I believe DraftKings is carrying the line. So we've been going back and forth with DraftKings. There's some legality issues, obviously, with Massachusetts, but I did handicap it already. I sent all the information. I'm told by DraftKings that they will carry the line for Jaye Brown and Anthony Vieira.
What if there's a guy with like a hat on and a cigar just walking around?
told DraftKings, I was like, listen, buddy, if you don't take
Someone's
action,
taking the action in the crowd. Somebody's there.
Yeah. So, that fight is definitely going to be better.
So, Bob, if you can't make it in person, it's streamed on DAZN. Production value is incredible. Yeah, our buddy.
Don't worry. I will be there right next to Eric Kelly.
My man.
Oh, yes. Eric Kelly will be there. You got to look. I'll send you an Eric Kelly video off the air because we only have so many seconds on the dump. But, yeah, Eric Kelly's going to be there. He'll be doing pre- and post-fights with Rob Maloof, so that'll be great.
Yeah, sounds like a great guy, that Rob Maloof. Yeah, we do him all the time on the Toe to Toe Fight Show. That's what Rob. I like him very much.
Thanks, Rob. This is the show. This is it.
This is what he
last week I told you we had Manny Delco. We grew up together, played baseball together.
Yeah.
He played in the major leagues.
Well, I always say I wasn't even the best fighter in my house, probably. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, say it again. Yeah, he knows it.
All right, let's take a break.
Sure.
You guys, we'll take a break, come back. You guys can share all your information.
Awesome.
Fantastic.
And then we'll have some fun. So we'll hit the headline here. There's the Stanley Cup's in action. The Red Sox are playing, and A.J. Brown's a Patriot, everybody. We'll hit the headline. I'm Joe Murray, 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Sports Hub headlines.
All right, Red Sox, they trail 4-2 right now. Bottom of the seventh inning. Connolly early got the start, and this one got hit hard. Give up home runs. 2 home runs in this one. 1 to Pete Alonso. The Stanley Cup playoff currently underway right now. Carolina. we're back here on 98.5 The Sports Hub. The Nolan Brothers of Watertown, Massachusetts, with a gym in Waltham, Nolan Brothers Boxing. And they have a big event this Saturday at Fenway Park. It's at the concourse. It's Fight Night at Fenway 2.
Yes.
Kind of like Rocky 2.
With the most underrated of Rockies, by the way, I think.
Well,
underrated it is.
The entire point of Rocky 1 is he didn't have to win.
And in Rocky 2, he actually wins.
because she said win.
Thank you.
Which,
So
again, a love story.
That's true. That is true. So in terms of like the card too, there's so much beyond just the main event. Like the co-main is going to be Cassius Chaney, Harold Roy. Cassius Chaney's such a big dude. He has to bring his own stool. He paints
Custom
the bar
stool.
red.
Yeah, he's
How
that
much
big.
does he weigh?
Like 270 probably.
Something like
So
that.
he's a heavyweight.
Oh yeah, he's a
Very
super
much.
duper heavyweight.
Like,
Yeah,
you
no,
see him,
he
like,
walks into a room and you get nervous.
Yeah, he ducks through doorways, Cash.
Hey, just random question. I've sparred before, but
Yeah.
like, I don't have the cardio. What is the trick for cardio?
Honestly, it's acclimation, because even when I was most fit and I was doing like 1,000 rounds of sparring, I couldn't do like a triathlon because the swim would kill me. It's just like a different type of cardio. Like, what was your sport of choice? Baseball,
I played football,
and
but
football,
the thing
right?
is every 15 seconds.
Exactly, you get
I
a
can
break.
take a little bit
So
of a
you
break.
get this explosion of energy and then a total reset, whereas boxing's different. And part of it too, with sparring, it's managing your anxiety and that adrenaline dump. It's managing your breathing regulation.
Yeah,
And
if
also-
I'm hitting a bag, I breathe and throw when I want to.
Yeah.
My breathing isn't regulated the way I want it when I have an opponent in front of me. You know what I mean?
What if you're dealing with an injury? Like, your calf's bothering you.
Is
and,
it, are you
It
hurt or are you
yeah,
injured?
exactly. Hurt or injured.
hurt or injured?
Yeah.
I've
If
heard
you
that
haven't-
much.
no,
It's
but
true.
I mean,
Rub
really.
some tussin on it.
Yeah, that's
No,
it.
it's
It's
true.
like,
Like some of these guys, like we have guys that pull out of fights because they're like injured, and you read the medical report and you go, "Oh, you're not," and that's fine. And then I get other guys that like will like try to lie on their medicals, desperate to fight. So like, we had the kid Chenille had a ruptured eardrum, was like begging to fight, whereas other guys,
It's like, dude, after the fight, you got to like go to work.
that is true.
yeah.
That is true. Yeah, but you go to work a hero, man. You go to work a winner. You know.
You know what movie I watched as a kid? Remember Digstown?
Oh yeah.
Louis Gossett
I would say
Jr.
Louis
Yeah,
Gossett
Lou Gossett Jr.
Yeah.
I don't know why I like that movie.
Because I got nowhere else to go. My favorite Louis Gossett Jr.
it's an officer and a gentleman.
That's the only one. That's the line I go to. You know. Have you ever been to a live boxing match?
Not in years.
Yeah.
So I funny story. Well, I get some funny stories. I'm not going to share them. But do you ever like see somebody in public that's famous?
Sure.
And you chirp them.
I have.
Kristaps, Porzingis when he was on the.
How about like
yeah.
Peter McNeely at a bar?
Peter McNeely, I wouldn't, because the thing with Peter McNeely, I know Peter, he'll still punch you in the face. You know what I mean?
I
So
know.
that's no. He's like, I know. So no, there's a few guys like that, like some of the old guard, like the Ray Oliveras and the people of that caliber. Like if you mess with them, they'll still punch you in the face, and like they'll slump me. You know what I mean? Those guys are real. And
All right.
Yeah.
A couple of things before we let you go. There's a guy who wants to talk to you guys too. Why do boxing judges? I know it's two different sports, but why do boxing judges? Why are they judges for UFC?
that's a great question.
They
and
shouldn't
I ask
be.
the same thing when I meet with the Mass State Athletic Commission constantly. If like I have zero, I've been like the first UFC I attended was UFC 45 in Uncasville, Connecticut. It was Matt Hughes, Frank Trigg won. I'm a huge MMA guy. I love kickboxing, K1, all that stuff. I love jiu-jitsu. I shouldn't be credentialed to referee or officiate those bouts or judge those bouts because I never did them. So when I see guys that are boxing purists that are judging MMA fights, I scratch my head too and think, that doesn't pass the smell test.
So you guys saw the recent fight where they stopped it in the 11th round.
So that's boxing 101. So that's just so it's Rico Van Hoven who's coming from kickboxing. He's 1-0 versus our poster child Alexander Usyk, the absolute heavyweight of our generation. It was a match that should have been academic. Usyk should have just smoked him. He didn't. And 11 rounds in or 8 rounds in, they go to open scoring. So they actually showed the cards, and it was even. And I went, well, that sounds about boxing, right? Yeah. And then in the 11th round, Usyk drops Rico emphatically. It was a legitimate knockdown. He was really hurt. And as soon as they start the action again, the referee waves it off, and the bell had already sounded. regardless of what actually transpired, just from an optic standpoint,
it's awful.
That's boxing.
Yeah.
Like, that's so corrupt. That's so messed up. Yeah. And that's another thing that it goes back to the whole boxing will never die, but it will never be saved either, because there's always going to be instances with stuff like that. The issue is it's a subjective sport by nature in terms of judging and criteria, and no matter how trained you are and how unbiased you believe you are, there's going to be biases. Like, when I grew up, I always liked the guys like Alexis Arguello and Tommy Hearns and Tito Trinidad. Why? They were tall, skinny guys. Like, I like those guys because I saw myself in them. And all these judges, the best judges in the world, are going to have some sort of biases. And I think this one was more a matter of trying to keep boxing pure and make sure that the kickboxer that was 1-0 didn't,
certainly wasn't. I'll give you another one.
Yeah.
The exhibition fight. Manny Pacquiao and Conor McGregor.
That was not an exhibition.
Well, that was a real fight.
That was a real fight. I know.
So it was Floyd.
Floyd Mayweather. What did you say?
Manny, but same thing.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I bet the under. The under hit because the ref stopped the fight.
Sure.
In this whatever round.
Yeah, we bet an egregious amount on. Actually, I told Mark this is.
So he wanted. Just go ahead and tell him what he wanted to do.
We should go to the bank and take a mortgage out
on our house
and
for
bet
Floyd.
on Mayweather. And Mark goes, "Well, what if he loses?" I go, "Are you an idiot?" I go, "Imagine."
Hold on, but I'm like, what if he rolls his ankle? I don't think he's going to get outboxed by Conor McGregor. But I'm not going to mortgage my house.
But I also thought the under because he has to have that reputation.
Of course.
But now it's going to be Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao again.
So that one's not. So it's up in the air because that was supposed to be a sanctioned bout. Now Team Mayweather's saying it's going to be an exhibition, and Manny didn't sign up for that.
Floyd is broke.
Netflix,
that's the problem.
Netflix agreed to it.
How is he broke?
I know.
I think it's just a matter of.
So he's suing everybody
Floyd,
due to.
I need money. Yeah,
man.
So he's suing everybody for saying they mismanaged his funds,
which they might have.
And maybe they did, but also like he had like a white car garage, and in a different state he had a black car garage. And when you have two different garages just for the colors of your car, you're probably not managing money great.
But that fight was originally scheduled to be at the Sphere in Vegas, and now it's like to be determined. It's a mess. So I don't think that fight's going to happen.
Ron from Bally's in Rhode Island.
Oh, nice.
Gonna have CES boxing at Bally's soon, probably in August. Will Gamet, hottest young boxer in Rhode Island. You guys aware of the Rhode Island boxers?
Yeah.
It's not Boston.
Will Gamet actually is a great boxer.
Yeah.
Okay.
He is.
Yeah.
I just have people texting me. You guys aren't saying much about this.
No, I don't know how much you want me to say like that. So, like Will Gamet is a great boxer.
Okay.
Actually, CES contacted me asking to match him for that fight, to which I politely and professionally declined.
Oh, okay.
To which I will continue to politely and professionally decline.
Okay. You guys get your own thing.
Yeah, exactly.
In
Not only
Boston.
our own thing.
In Boston.
Yeah.
Because we're doing Boston.
Yeah.
When nobody else is.
So again, areas, and this is the business.
No, this is very true. So CES is the most established. They're the
territories, I guess.
But they're Rhode Island based. And as far as Boston, we're the guys in Boston.
So when it comes to Boston, it's you guys.
And really New England now. But that's just me splitting his. There's a reason we're doing Fenway.
And data is always important, right? So like 2025, we hosted 7 events in Massachusetts, which was more than any other promoter. So and then we hosted 5 in Boston proper. And in 2025, every other promotion was tied for second place with 0 events. So there's something called Box Rake. You can open that up. The Kings of Boston, they're here. So
heavy is the head that wears the crown.
But Rhode Island probably has some cool stuff if you're in Rhode Island.
Yeah. Okay. Andy is in Plymouth. Hey, Andy.
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Good. How are you, Andy?
Good. Hey, I was wondering, you said the last person you sparred was Mikey. By any chance, was it Mikey Morganelli?
No, I know Nick Morganelli. Nick was an absolute monster.
You know what though? I don't know.
It couldn't have been. I'll pull up. I got my passbook at home, but shoot me an email. I promise I'll get back to you and tell you.
The Morganellis were monster boxers.
Yeah, one of the best fights we ever saw in our life was at Good Times in Somerville. We just saying it was Nick Morganelli versus Simeon Dunwell.
What haven't you done at Good Times?
But yeah, tremendous.
Is that the one where the dude tackled him?
Through the ropes? It might have been, dude.
It was an incredible fight.
It was probably around 1999. It's been a minute.
Oh, okay, yeah. I watched his last fight when he came back, and he was putting the bricks to this guy. The guy he ended up tackling him because he wanted to get a DQ instead of a loss.
That sounds about right. But no, the Morganelli boys were beast. I think he should stay alive.
Yeah.
You guys
Yeah,
do?
Mikey unfortunately passed away about 2 years ago.
Oh, I didn't know that. No kidding. Well, Nick
unfortunately,
was a monster.
Oh, so good, so good.
good.
I wish he could have kept with it. He could have done something.
Yeah, I mean,
he was
one
talented.
of the better pure boxers I saw. It's just a tough kid too.
Come rub some elbows at Fenway this weekend.
Are you coming to the fights?
Yeah. I'm really trying to. I actually used to spar Vieira and PJ.
Oh, no
I
kidding.
wanna go-
All right. Wait, PJ
Yeah.
Campbell?
Yeah, I know. Totally different weight classes.
I was going to say, dude, PJ Campbell, by the way, is like 6'6", like 300 pounds,
Giant.
and Vieira's like 5'8". But if Vieira fought at heavyweight too, he's an animal too.
Yeah.
What gym did you fight out of?
Yeah, I'm sorry, what is it?
What gym were you out of?
The Mass Maritime Academy.
Oh,
It was
no
like
kidding. Yeah,
an
PJ
MMA
Saturday. Yep, and Vieira is an
Yep.
onset kid. Yeah, that makes perfect sense, man.
Yeah,
Actually, in
Vieira
fact,
used to come in and,
the Chick family, is cornering PJ. Zach Chick is going to be in his corner, and I know those are Mass Maritime guys too.
yeah, I train with those guys still. I'll go in there Saturday mornings and spar with them.
They're awesome.
Yeah,
guys.
Jonathan and Zach are great guys.
Yeah.
Tell them that Nolan said what's up.
Yeah, definitely, guys, definitely.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Andy.
Appreciate it, brother.
Imagine that. You can just sit on the radio. Just be like, hey, guys, I'm a boxing event this weekend. And it's like, hey, do you know this guy? You know that guy? And I know that guy.
Boxing's-
And, hey.
boxing's
It's weird. Such a
like
small
that, though.
community. There's really not a whole lot of us that fought. You know what I mean?
I honestly, I'm so out of touch these days because I live on the North Shore now, so I
Yeah.
know nothing anymore about like I might hear something I'm like what, but yeah, I'm out of touch.
No, that's fair.
I'm out of
Honestly,
touch.
but part of like why this was so important to talk with you guys and collab with the Sports Hub. Like, think of like who's our core demographics. All the guys that listen. Like, our phone keeps blowing up. Like, oh, we heard your ad on the Sports Hub. I'm like, no kidding, because it's the same people that listen to the stuff we listen to, man.
And listen, this is so Pat will appreciate this if
Yeah.
he's listening, but we are influencers.
Oh, 100%.
Like, you guys probably need some boxing influencers to show what you guys
No
Absolutely.
doubt.
We're the same thing. Like, you guys, this is the vehicle
Oh, sure, yes.
for you.
Yeah.
And, you want people to come out to this event. I know that most of the tickets are already sold
No, but the
out.
boxing people that already are. It's the people that don't know about it, that don't realize we're going to have this unbelievable fight under, at the concourse at Fenway Park. It's the best venue, best fighters. You can't beat it.
Yeah, and like for me, like it sounds like a day event for me. I mean, I go maybe do something, go over.
Yep.
Maybe I'll hit up that new roof deck over at MGM.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
Maybe I'll hit up Kowloon on the way home.
Yes.
What a
Saugus
day.
Wings, let's call it. Yeah.
Like what a day.
Yeah.
You know what? Andy Wong, I don't know if he's listening, but imagine a boxing fight at Kowloon.
And we have many a time. And I'm not saying this for a fact. Like, that is like an absolute
I would
pinnacle.
kill to have a show in that parking lot at Kowloon.
We're like,
Imagine
again,
that.
we lean into the whole, we are like New England based, New England fighters. Like, what better place on planet Earth to have fights than Kowloon?
Imagine that, Skaz.
That'd be unbelievable. We might have to put in a call. We'll get the Kowloon crew together.
Call it Love and Gloves.
Yeah. Oh, we did Valentine's Day fights at the beer hall. We called it Glove at First Fight.
Oh, I love
yeah,
that.
Yep. We did the fight before Christmas too.
Was the fight before Christmas?
Yep.
Yeah. At Royale there. Yeah.
So you guys just do all this yourselves, huh?
It's it's like it's like
Do you like have a marketing company? Do you
No,
guys?
Mark's my accountant and my janitor. You know what I mean? No, really.
Yeah, I'm the guy who cleans the toilets at the gym. Yeah, I mean, we're school teachers by day. We both have families with young kids. We own a gym, a successful amateur boxing gym. We run a nonprofit throughout the gym. We also are objectively the biggest promoters in Boston, in the Massachusetts community. So it's like we're doing a lot, but it's so worth it. It's so gratifying that like it doesn't feel like we're nose to the grindstone.
No, it's like today I teach at Cameron Middle School in Framingham. As soon as school ended, I jetted over to the gym. As soon as we were done at the gym at like 7:45, we jetted over here, and I think I found out pretty early on I wasn't very bright. Spoiler alert, but I realized work ethic can just totally
trump everything.
Yeah.
Well,
Really.
there's also something about giving back, right? Like,
yeah.
Like
No one's ever gone into boxing to make money, man.
no one ever got in the radio to make
Exactly. Right?
I'm
That's
trying
true.
to teach the youth. This kid can run the radios. If he wants to. Literally.
Yeah.
Hey, go cut that video. Okay, great. I don't even
And
have
we
to
left the
teach 'em.
gym going, hey, with these two guys, Charlie and our guy Gonzo, we go, you're running classes. We got to cut it up with Joe Murray on the Sports Hub. So yeah.
There we go.
Can we talk beef just for 2 seconds?
You got 2
2 seconds. So listen, I just had Nick's place in
Which
Burlington.
one? Burlington.
Yep, and
Oh, yeah,
then
Nick
Matt
and Matt.
and Mad
Father,
Matt's.
son. I know them.
But Mad Matt's, the signature beef is mine. So it's on an onion roll, James River, obviously, cheese, bacon, which is deep fried in hot honey. I'm the guy that created that. So if you're a North Shore
What's it called
beef
when I go
guy,
there?
so he calls it like Matt's Special. I gotta ask Matt.
That
He
doesn't
didn't
feel like a
but
Mark
I'm
sandwich, does
telling
it?
you. Ask Maddie.
No, I know.
That's my beef. That place is unbelievable. So Nick's and Mad Matt's. I don't know which one's better, but that's
I'd call it the speed bag.
see, maybe
see,
that's
this is
your
why we
marketing
need-
genius.
Listen, sorry, but maybe we do have a marketing team. It's Joe Murray, one man
Guys,
wrecking
trust
crew,
me,
baby.
I definitely got a lot of ideas.
I can only imagine.
Just need investors to get it all going.
Same.
Yeah,
you know?
Hey, if you want to help out the Nolan Bros, go to NolanBros.com.
NolanBrosBoxing.com. Yep.
.com. And it's fight night at Fenway 2, and people can get tickets on the MLB app.
Yep, or NolanBrosBoxing.com.
How
Yep.
do I go to this thing?
We know two guys.
Yeah, I'll talk to the promoter. Yeah.
I'll talk to. Yeah, we're only a 2-man crew. You know, I'll talk to the custodian. you know?
That's cool. They used to, Fenway guys used to just let me right in.
Oh yeah.
They'd see me, hey Joe, come on in. I don't have that.
Yeah, we're not
power
there yet.
anymore.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I used to have like this power.
Oh, I think you have probably more pull than you.
Last time I went, it was like, I was like, oh, so and so here.
What?
I don't know. Look at it.
Do you know who I am? I know the Nolan brothers.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing this
I would
time.
never do that. I would pay my way in because I support local people.
I appreciate it. Joe.
All right, I appreciate the Nolan brothers,
Yes.
guys, hanging out in studio tonight. We took calls, and there's a big event this Saturday, Fenway. The weather sounds like it's going to be good. At least I know they pushed it off to Sunday.
Yeah.
Some of the bad
We're on the
weather.
concourse anyway, so
Yeah,
we
so
would
there's
come.
nothing
yeah.
to worry
Yeah.
about.
Yes, yeah.
Forget about it.
Forget about
It'll
it.
be fight night at Fenway 2 this Saturday night at Fenway Park. Thanks to Matt and Mark of the Nolan Brothers. We'll post this on the website so if anybody missed it and you guys can share it. And good luck this weekend, guys. What's next for you, by the way?
We got stuff coming up. I want to say kind of mum, but it looks like September we got some really huge things in the works. We'll probably break some news at Fenway.
All right. Well, a couple of things. I got to pay the bills. This hour of the sports is brought to you by Valvoline. It's an oil change. Enjoy quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit NewEnglandoilChange.com. You can save 15% off your next drive-through oil change. And the headline would have been brought to you by Super Service Today. Currently hiring plumbers, experienced HVACs, technicians, techs for their growing Danvers shop. Enjoy top pay, medical, dental, and vision. Paid vacation holidays. Apply now. Superservicetoday.com/careers. Red Sox, they trail 4-2 right now. And at the Stanley Cup final, Hurricanes lead 2-1 end of the second period. We'll take a break. I'm Joe Murray. You're listening to 98.5 The Sports Hub.
You're listening to Joe. You're listening to Joe Murray on 98.5.
Someone called me a turncoat, and I didn't like that. I'm not a turncoat. I love everything about the city of Boston. And when I found out there was no more baseball in Hyde Park, I was really upset about that. So I'm glad to know that there's boxing still going on in the city. And the Nolan brothers are running the biggest promotion in the area, and fight night at Fenway too. I might go this weekend. I just put it on my calendar. Feel like that would be a cool event to go to. We can talk about A.J. Brown all night, guys. But thank you for letting me do boxing talk. We skipped in or out tonight, and we're paying homage to Peebo Bryson later on. Who last night we talked about, and today has passed away at the age of 75, and I'm extremely, extremely upset. So, coming up next, we're going to talk to Sophie Weller. She's on the Patriots beat, works over at Patriots Wire, which I think is a part of USA Today. I saw her the other night at the Drake May softball game, and she talked to A.J. Brown today and was there at camp and practice. And we'll talk a little Pats coming up next with Sophie Weller here on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
More Joe Murray coming up on The Sports Hub.
Patriots talk today. Just want to let everybody know the Red Sox have lost 4-2. They can't win at Fenway Park. I think they're right now 9-20 on the season at Fenway. So there you go. We'll talk about that coming up in a bit if you really want to. But the Red Sox better start playing well because the Patriots are making moves. And right now, joining us here on 98.5 The Sports Hub, she works on the Patriots beat, was there today with A.J. Brown and Mike Vrabel and everybody talking. It's Sophie Weller from Patriots Wire. Sophie, thanks for joining us tonight. How are you?
Hi, Joe. Thanks for having me.
Well, the Patriots got A.J. Brown finally, right? They finally made it happen. So A.J. Brown was there today talking. Mike Vrabel was talking about it. I know he was catching passes at practice today, but have you really looked at it and thought about the impact this guy is going to make for the Patriots and Drake May this year?
Yeah, I think the minute that trade went through, it was like, we talk about it so much, and there was all the speculation. When that went through, to me, it changed the trajectory of the season. For Drake to finally have a true wide receiver one. Like he's been able to do a lot. And it's not to say this wide receiving core he's had isn't talented. They are. And it is just another layer now to bring in A.J. Brown. But to have someone who's that big of a threat to opposing defenses is just such a huge get for the Patriots. And I truly think this changes a lot for them going into the season.
Well, they've added two big receivers, right? Romeo Doubs, who has played in an offense before where maybe he's not the number one guy. Mac Hollins last year fit in very well in Josh McDaniels' offense. But, Skaz brought this up, our producer. Does A.J. Brown expect to get 100 targets a year? Should he get 100 targets a season? And I don't know, playing in this offense isn't generally the open receiver, the guy that's usually the right receiver?
Yeah, I think that it's definitely going to be interesting. And this Josh McDaniels offense relies on a lot of different players. But I do think AJ is going to be that top target. He's kind of going to be that Stephon Diggs role-esque of maybe he's not getting all the targets, maybe he's not popping off every single game, but he is going to be at the top of the stat sheet. What I really liked, actually, you pointed it out, was Mac and Romeo today were the two that stood out to me with really taking AJ under their wing in a way today and kind of helping him get acclimated to practice. Romeo was kind of, I remember early on was pointing like, you should go, like, here's where you can go for like stretch and all that. And then he was working closely with Mac and wide receivers coach Todd Downing during like some of the individual drills. So those were two guys who you could tell early on are really helping him get, become a Patriot and get ready to go.
We were talking about Josh McDaniels and what kind of impact he can have on the Patriots. And, if you look at a couple of places when he went to Denver, he helped Brandon Marshall become a big-time receiver, multiple touchdowns, double-digit touchdowns. Devontae Adams, another guy when he went to the Raiders. Even with the Patriots, right? Wes Welker, Randy Moss. I mean, I don't think the Patriots have had a guy this skilled before. So my expectation, Sophie, call me crazy. I like to be critical and judge the team at times and say they can't win. I'm just looking around the AFC right now. They're not the favorites on the betting line, but I can't see a team that can match up with the Patriots offensively. And, I don't know if they're finished with their defense, but right now, to me, you add a guy like this and give up a first-round pick, it should be, the expectations should be Super Bowl or bust.
I don't disagree. I think that, and again, I said it, I think this changed the trajectory. Look at what the Patriots were able to do last season with the roster they had. They had a very talented roster, but it was a young roster. It was guys, some lesser known guys or guys that were trying to revive their careers. And they were able to do that. They were able to prove what they could do. Now you have a receiver, a proven wide receiver such as in A.J. Brown that you have not had, as you said, in a very long time, to have that talented, that type of receiver on your roster, and you're bringing him in. So that should change a lot. And I agree with you. I think in terms of the wide receiver room, I think the Patriots have one of the best in the NFL right now. And I think people discount some of the guys that they have, but I do think that this is a very talented wide receiver room. I think the biggest question mark right now on offense might be that offensive line in a way, just given what happened towards the end of the season. You had the Will Campbell injury, not playing at his strength, but I'm kind of with you on, I'm very optimistic and very positive on what the Pats have done.
Well, Sophie, I saw you at the Drake May softball game the other night in Worcester. Again, Sophie Weller joining us here. You can check her out on Twitter. Just shared her contact information, so give her a follow over there. Patriots Wire, where she works. But one of my takeaways from that night, one was Romeo Dobbs didn't leave Drake May, which I like. No. Right, I like the fact that they want to be close together, but I've been somewhat harping on maybe Will Campbell's knee, like you just mentioned, and even Drake May's shoulder. I know it's a softball game, but I saw Will Campbell run the bases. He looked fine, and Drake May's shoulder looked just fine to me. So I think I'm going to eliminate any of that talk at the beginning of the year, although it is something that could always, come back during the season.
Yeah, no, the Will Campbell one was an interesting one. And we actually found out today because it was a little overshadowed by A.J. Brown's introductory press conference, but we did speak with Will Campbell today after practice, and he mentioned that during this offseason, he's been rehabbing the knee, and he did PT 5 times a week.
Wow.
Leading up to when they returned. So he put everything into making sure that his knee was back up to strength, if not stronger than what it was when he was playing well at the beginning of towards the middle of his rookie season. So that stood out to me, and I think that you saw it in the softball game. I mean, Will was giving it his all in that game. If there was anyone in that one who was just going all out, it was Will.
He looked good, and him and Vrabel seem to have some sort of pretty good relationship too. And I know there's always talks about him moving over and them drafting a tackle, but I still think in the end, their idea is to have him at left tackle. You mentioned you talked to a bunch of guys today. Did you talk to A.J. Brown, and did he talk about being, I guess, playing in New England?
Oh my gosh, yeah. He literally said, like, this is a dream. This is a dream for him. He mentioned it was his cousin that really got him to be a Patriots fan because he's not from here. And they grew up watching Tom Brady. They grew up with the dynasty, and his dream was to play with Tom. So in that 2019 draft, when the 32nd pick, he had a pre-draft visit with the Pats, and they were up. He was hopeful, and then they went N'Keal Harry. Pause for dramatic effect on that one.
Yeah, on that one.
So he was heartbroken, and he even Vrabel said that when he was drafted by the Titans, arrived and met Vrabel for the first time. He goes, yeah, I wish the Pats drafted me. And Vrabel's like, well, they didn't. We did. But it truly seems like a full circle moment for him. And you could see how happy he is, which I also think is going to play a factor in maybe him not getting as many targets, not being, as you were saying, that because there are so many other guys. But he's so happy. This is his team. This is what he wants. And he wanted to be a Patriot. He is a Patriot. And I mean, the wide receiver room seems to have embraced him with open arms.
Well, speaking of that wide receiver room, we talked about those targets. Somebody's got to be the odd man out. It's probably Kayshon Boutte. Does it have to be him? Like, Mac Hollins, nice player as well. Demario Douglas in the final year of a deal. Like, it just, when I look at it, they're paying a lot of money to some wide receivers. Do they have the ability to keep 6 this year? And if it's not Kayshon Boutte, what do you think they'll get in return?
Yeah, I do think that they can keep a lot of wide receivers. I think that's probably the plan. I mean, that's a talented room, and that's going to be one of, if not the hardest decision they're going to have to make when it comes down to the roster cut down day of who do we keep, who do we risk losing. As for Kayshon, I think the reason he's the odd man out in a way is simply because he has the best trade value, and he is, he will be looking for a new deal next year. It kind of seems like everything's aligning for him in that sense. And he's also a deep ball threat. you have AJ now, who kind of fills that role. So do you need, I mean, 2 deep ball threats are always a nice thing, but with all the other wide receivers you have, and if you can get something in return for Kayshawn, I think that is why he's being looked at as that top trade candidate. I know a lot of people were unsure of Demario Douglas. It's very early, but I will say he's getting a lot of targets in these OTAs practices. Like, he's all over the place. Him and Drake seem to be on the same page completely right now. And that's something that has stood out to me, because I know some were thinking maybe it's kind of between him and Efton for that last role, but Demario seems to truly be one of Drake's top targets right now. At least, again, it's early. Don't overreact, even though I know every Patriots fan is right now. But that's something to keep an eye on.
He had a hell of an arm at that softball game the other night, Skazzy. He threw one into the bucket like a cannon. And I guess he played quarterback in high school. Is that right, Sophie?
I was so shocked, because part of me is like, you have the smallest guy step up to do that one. And I'm like, does he have the arms? You're watching all these guys do it. And then all of a sudden he just launches that thing and it knocks the bat down. I was like, well, he proved me wrong within like 5 seconds. That's what I get for downing him. So, in that one, in the golden arm competition.
Mm-hmm. Should I be surprised that Michael May got the biggest, the biggest celebration and applause from everybody at the game?
No, she is truly like the Queen of the North nickname is so fitting. It is so fitting.
It was a great time. Had fun meeting you guys. It was a nice night at the park, Polo Park, of course. So what now? I know they're moving up some mandatory OTAs. Any update today, or what was your feeling on just what's next for Christian Gonzalez, who, by the way, was fantastic in that softball game, playing shortstop and was the best athlete on the field. But I just don't feel like he could even step on the field for $4 million this year.
Yeah, no, I agree with you that a deal has to get done. That caliber player, it would just be disrespectful. He deserves a new contract. Now, what I will say is that the way he was interacting with the team, Mike Vrabel was at that softball game too, and he and Christian were talking. It wasn't like it was like this cold, standoff. It was, they were joking around, laughing, and all that, even though they were on different teams. But Vrabel said today he doesn't expect Gonzalez to miss mandatory minicamp. He expects his star cornerback to be in attendance, and I think that's very telling. Will he, will he not? That's the big question. I also wonder, in part, what the holdup is. There could be some waiting with another deal that could take place this offseason for another cornerback. They could be waiting to see how that sets the market. So you don't know if it's all on the Patriot side or if it is Christian's camp saying, well, let's, hold on. Let's make sure our guy's getting all that he's worth here.
Yep. Surtain got an extra $5 million today. Weatherspoon's deal could be coming through soon. Yes. So no, there won't be a holdout. Maybe it's a hold in, but they're going so they don't get fined.
Yeah. What was it? Judon a few years ago arrived for mandatory minicamp, and I remember there were like a bunch of pads in the back for drills, and he just basically was sitting on those for a while. And Gerard eventually sent him off the field. So. Yeah,
the Gerard Mayo days, huh? Did you get that reminder just now?
Oh my gosh, throwback!
wicked throwback. We'll end on that one because woo, AJ Brown's here, Romeo Dobbs is here. They got Drake May as a draft pick, Will Campbell, and wow, Lomu. Whoa, the Pats are back. I got blindsided by that.
Pats fans deserve it. Pats fans deserve this. You survived the Gerard Mayo year. You survived the last Bill year. 2 back-to-back 4-win seasons. Enjoy every second of this, guys.
We also we survived the meteor that happened this weekend as well. So we made it there. Sophie, appreciate you taking the time here on the show. Give her a follow at Sophie with an E and an extra R there on Twitter. Sophie, appreciate the time. We'll do it again soon. Enjoy camp.
Yeah, anytime. Thank you guys so much for having me.
You got it. It's Sophie Weller, everybody. Check her out. Patriots Wire. Pat's reporter, always down at camp, doing a great job. And had a chance to hang out with everybody at the old softball game the other night. it was fun stuff. All right. Let's get back on track here, Scaz. We'll give an update of the Red Sox game, what's going on in the Stanley Cup Final. We'll hit the headline here. I'm Joe Murray, 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Sports Hub headlines.
Red Sox lose tonight, 4-2. It was a battle in the first inning, and then they lost. Street Team Joe throwing shots at me. Can you believe? He said he was coming in tonight. And he had musings. And then he didn't show up, Skaz. Can you believe that?
Yes.
You do believe that?
Yes, I can believe that.
And then he writes to me. It was personal, so it was. I know we're on a text chain together. He goes to me. He goes, I just got out of work. He's going to Dairy Queen. But he goes, I can't believe you killed the whole new world guy. This, now everyone knows, right? Everybody knows that I sang Peebo. Dude, I posted it. I don't know, Skaz, I put it in Slack, but Pat actually recorded my reaction to this.
Well, intern Derek has done a little editing with,
okay. All right.
Last night, leading into today.
But Peebo Bryson, I can show you the world. He was unbelievable, Joe. And there was somebody that can sing the guy version and the girl version. Did you know that?
I've seen that on TikTok.
You've seen that, right?
I have, yeah.
It was so big. It was, oh, yeah. Yeah, yes. Peebo? Oh. I can show you the world. What a singer. Who have I just talked about?
What were you talking about all last night?
Aladdin, Peebo Bryson? No!
Peebo's gone, Joe. He's gone.
No!
You got Peebo.
I got Peebo'd.
We got Peebo'd.
I can show you the world. Why do you think there's something with it, right? I told you this. I was listening to Jimmy Buffett years ago. Woke up to find out Jimmy Buffett was dead. It all started with George Michael one night. Watched the documentary, listening to it. Next day, I find out on Christmas Day, George Michael dead. That's at least three. Now, who was one recently that we disputed if it was a kill or not? Was it a Beach Boys guy? No, what was it?
Well, Joe, I mean, the Hulkster.
Oh, God!
I mean, we talked about the Hulkster. You know, he would come up. Catherine O'Hara. I don't.
That one was tough though, because I did talk about Home Alone, and I talked about the John Candy scene and how he was in the what band again? Was it that you know?
The Kenosha Kickers.
There
I believe.
Go. Yes. Derek. What a day, man! What a day!
No in or out because in remembrance of people tonight. We couldn't do it.
I can show you the world whenever in my arms again. Don't fall in. Oh man, I feel like I should text Beetle. I know he's a big Peebo fan. Hey, the Red Sox lost again.
No, at home. Theo's angry, though, Joe. So things are going to change.
I learned one day, Skaz, you're as good as your last game. You win a series, everything's great, right? Then you play your next game and you lose. The series means nothing.
It was like, do you remember when we had hope for the Red Sox? We were heading into that big weekend. I want to say it might have been the holiday weekend or something.
Yeah, going into Memorial.
And then they
lost every game.
Everything has been just straight downhill since then. They won a series. We were like, okay, head into the holiday weekend. Let's go. And then it's been steady decline.
You know what's a concern? Connolly early has really been good. He's starting to give up home runs now. Early on, they couldn't hit him right. They couldn't tonight. Pete Alonso. Who's the other guy there that they reviewed it on?
I believe that was Kobe Mayo.
I have his rookie card autographed right now on me. Selling it for $40.
You think he people ask him to sign like Canes or like Hellman's bottles?
Oh yeah. But yeah, I have a rookie. It's in a nice encasing with an autograph. I got all those Baltimore Orioles.
Rookies, what is your thought process? I mean, now we're going on a tangent here, but are you a hold the rookie cards guy or move the rookie cards guy?
Whatever. Well, depends on the rookie.
It's like I have a couple guys that are going to be playing in the World Cup for France and other countries that are rookie cards. But I'm like, do I, wait? These guys could play in a couple World Cups.
You know what I've held on to is a few Neymars. Yamal.
Yeah, well, yeah, you got to hold
but
those.
Stuff I bought for $20 is now going for 80 on Yamal. And Pulisic is I kind of jumped on him. See, I jumped on him because I thought he'd be the best American player, and I would assume he is the best American player.
You should expect him to be in this tournament. He hasn't scored as much for Milan this season, but he's been very good. It's just, he's a winger. He needs to score for people to, praise him. But I would expect Christian Pulisic to be Team USA's best player in this tournament. I don't think that's going out on too much of a limb there.
Hooch checking in. Didn't you also talk about James Vanderbeek from Varsity Blues after he died?
Well, that was because we had an intern at the time by the name of River Mitchell.
No, Dawson.
Oh, Dawson. I'm sorry. Yes, Dawson's Creek. My apologies.
Well, yeah, Creek, River, I know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, my apologies.
But we only mentioned Dawson's Creek, and it is true. But remember we said it doesn't count? Because I even asked if I say Dawson, does Dawson's Creek count? And he did die. Maybe you should keep a summer list now, Derek. Start with the summer with Peebo Bryson. I did mention Clint Eastwood was 96 yesterday or whatever it was.
He is. That one, you're in your 90s. I'm not.
But like if Clint Eastwood, because that's why I thought
I'm not holding that one against
Well, when you
Joe.
came in the room, that's the first one I said.
Yes, yeah.
Because I knew he was 96. I knew he just retired from acting.
No.
And it's close. The knock, knocking on heaven's door on that one. Sorry, bro. I love you, Clint.
It was Bo. It was Peebo.
Peebo. What a sad world, Joe. What else have what have we missed tonight? Because we've been.
I'll take a peek at the rundown here, Joe.
The old rundown. We got AJ Brown stuff, which we did.
A lot of AJ Brown.
We have yet to talk about the NBA Finals.
Yes, and I think they're going to be a good one. David Ortiz on John Henry.
Yep, we did a little of that last.
Shaq on the Celtics.
Ooh, doesn't like the play style.
Been actually pretty good.
Should I share my rumor that I heard?
Joe, I believe other people are maybe sharing some of the same sentiments. So, yes, I would like for you to share with us.
Oh, someone mentioned it's Ozzy Osbourne. Ozzy Osbourne. Was he a victim?
I feel like we kind of knew Ozzy wasn't doing too well. I don't remember exactly, but I do feel like there was some warning with Ozzy that he was not doing well.
So the rumor that I heard is Jaylen Brown's gone. My other buddy Debo checking in, not Peebo. Debo checking in. Little soccer chat on 98.5. Sell Yamal after he scores in the World Cup is the advice I got from Debo, not Peebo.
Yeah, but then what if he's like 19 or 18? He's gonna play in like 4 World Cups. I don't know.
I didn't think about that. I got a bunch of I got like soccer guys that I didn't even.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of like professionals. Well, why don't I talk to my guys who are like in the trenches?
Yeah, absolutely.
So when is the World Cup start? When's the day?
2 weeks from Thursday, I believe. Let me see. Or a week from Thursday. I'm sorry. Hold on. June 11th. So, yes, a week. I believe that's a week from Thursday, right?
Yeah, we'll have the Hardy Boys in studio that night.
There we go.
From TNA.
Thursday, June 11th, we have Mexico versus South Africa and South Korea versus the Czechs.
Ooh, give me South Korea.
Ooh, the Czechs are good. That should be a good game.
What was the first game?
Mexico, South Africa.
Oh, Mexico.
Yeah, home game there. I wonder where that one's being played.
I would take them to win in regulation.
And that game is in Mexico City. So, yeah.
That's going to be a heavy favorite right there.
I would have to imagine so. 67% on the win probability here.
Skaz, the betting that's going to happen during the World Cup.
Yeah, I mean, we say it often on the show that people in the U.S. don't really comprehend how big soccer is. Like, the average Premier League game, like, teams that aren't even in the Premier League, Stoke City, Swansea, like those games on Saturday mornings get more viewers by a wide margin than the Super Bowl. Like, the average Premier League viewership is multiples and multiples of the Super Bowl viewership on a weekly basis. So, yes, I'm still, nervous if we're ready for the World Cup. I still have those reservations, but the eyeballs and the money that's going to be thrown around, especially now with legalized gambling in the United States, it's, let's hope we don't get any scandals or anything. It's there's going to be a lot of money wagered on these games.
Well, I think you should be excited, but also like what's it going to be like? I mean, they're not allowing some cars, right? You can tailgate. The train is like now a vehicle. I think it's expensive, right? They raised the train.
Yeah, well, yeah, of course. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. The train that never works. Let's make it more expensive for people to come and use it.
Have you ever taken the train to the Pats game?
To the Pats game? No. I live, right there.
I used to from Dedham. A couple stops up the way, and you walk through the parking lot, and boom. But you had to wait an hour after the game, and that was the worst. But would I rather wait for the train than drive home in that traffic? Yes. That traffic's going to be something else, man. Going towards Boston, Rhode Island. I'm just thinking right now. I left that snow game this year with Jake, and I had to use someone's snow brush because I forgot mine.
Yeah, shout out, buddy over
Nick Us.
Yeah,
Nick Us.
Yes.
Yeah, I go, hey man, can I use your snow brush? And he's like looking at me, and he goes, Joe, what's up? And I'm like, who are you? Oh, hey, it's Nick. And then Jake did my car. I said something in the first hour today that people are not letting me live down right now.
Joe, it was one of those ones where I couldn't even save it if I wanted to, It was a moment in time you had to be there for.
Even the Nolan brothers said something to me about it. Like, what's going on the sideline?
Joe, Bill Belichick making an appearance tonight, sitting with the commissioner of the NHL at the Hurricanes Knights game. What do you think Bill and Gary are chatting about?
Two cronies. What are they talking about? Hey, man, who should take over? In your opinion, Bill? Hey, Bill, we don't really make a lot of money. How would you save us all the money?
I've seen some good tweets saying it's pronounced Jordan Stahl, not Jordan Stahl, is what Gary Bettman's telling him.
Oh, Jordan.
Yes. That's what NHL Twitter is really focused on tonight. 3-3, though, Joe. Heck of a game.
You know what? Good for them, because I wasn't really talking about it.
These teams just not playing the same sport as the Boston Bruins when you watch these NHL playoffs.
Someone that just checked in, he said that he used to be on improv comedy. On the night of his first show, we found out Philip Seymour Hoffman died. Months later, we did our second night of comedy. 5 minutes before the show, we found out Robin Williams died. Oof. That's a bad one. Stay away from me.
It's a double dose there.
I don't want any of that. We have an update on Garrett Crochet.
Oh, we do. I meant to get in your ear about that. My apologies. But yes, you want to share it here, Joe? Some more good news for the people? Ness and Joe delivering some socks. Good news.
Let's pause. Well, wait on that one. Let's take. Let's talk to Justin and Lynn. Justin.
Hey, Joe, it's Justin.
Hey.
I have a good feeling that Christian Gonzalez's contract will get done before the season starts.
What makes you feel that way?
I hope, because I think he's earned the contract, Joe. I think he's going to get paid. It's up to Elliott Wolf to do that. It's up to the Patriots to pay him. And I think that he has to get paid.
Well, I think he should get paid too, Justin. Thank you. I don't feel that way, though. Is this Chef John on the line?
Yes, sir.
Chef John of Piccolo's, Worcester, Massachusetts, met me at Duke's in Shrewsbury and gave me the biggest bowl, and I would say plate of meatballs, pasta. What kind of pasta was that?
It was gemelli alla vodka.
Oh, and the chicken parm was the size of my head. But
yeah, we do that every night. Tuesday nights we sell it for $20.
All right, John, I would buy that for $20 all night.
Oh yeah,
but
a lot of people do.
All right, I'm a chicken parm guy. I love chicken parm. Right, I'm not the type who goes out though to get it. Like if you know how you want to, when you go somewhere you want to try something different or whatever. I would get your chicken parm because it could feed multiple people. But I got to talk to you about the meatballs, dude. I
remember I told you what the secret was when I saw you.
Yeah, and if you want to share the secret, you can, but it is a family secret. But I will tell you, so I don't score. Like, I'm not a guy who ranks scores on food, but somebody asked me to give a ranking. I never give 10s, so I never, ever, so I don't want you to be offended. I never give 10s. But I gave your meatballs a 9.4, dude, because
I heard when you gave out that ranking earlier, I got like 3 calls while I was working.
No, but just so you know, 9.4 is like a 99 in Madden.
Thank you.
So
I appreciate that.
What was it about?
I'll tell the secret. I'll tell you the secret. I worked at an Italian place back in the day, and the old ladies used to take the old Italian bread, cut off all the rind, so you just got the nice white part, no brown. You cut it up, you let it sit out for a night so it goes stale. And then the next day, when you make the meatball mix, you heat up milk while you're doing it. As soon as that milk starts to froth up, you throw all the breadcrumbs in there, all the cut up bread you had, the stale bread, mix it with a whisk so it kind of breaks down the starch in the bread. And all that bread kind of breaks up in that hot milk, and then you run it through a couple whisks and, drain out all that milk, and then you take what's left and you put that in the mix. Kind of warm, and then you mix that, and that's my key.
The meatballs were seriously fire. And I love the chicken parm. I'm not discrediting the chicken parm.
No, I mean, our chicken parm's the biggest one in the city, for sure.
But I have to tell you, I Joe approved. Those meatballs were absolutely the balls.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that, Joe. Coming from you, that means a lot.
Yeah.
So I really do appreciate that.
I've had a lot of meatballs.
I know you've had it all. You've had them all.
That one was, and that was a very good treat. I ate the rest of it last night while I was here at the station. So that was very kind of you guys. I really appreciate that. You guys are on Route 9. I was in Shrewsbury. So you guys
on Shrewsbury Street.
You're on Shrewsbury Street. Okay, I got to get that right.
Worcester.
I don't want to the Worcester people don't like it when you mess it up. Shrewsbury Street, Route 9. It's 2 different areas there, but it's Piccolo's. Tell everybody where you are.
It's off of Route 9. Shrewsbury Street, 157, Piccolo's Restaurant. Tuesday nights we do chicken parm for $19.99. So that's the deal of the week right there.
And can somebody order a chicken parm and a meatball meal at the same time, like the Joe Murray special?
You can get a chicken parm with a side pappardelle bolognese and meatballs, and you can add whatever you want here. People do it all the time. You can come here, and if you can think of something you want that we don't have on the menu, we'll take care of it.
We'll call it the Joe special. How about that?
Yeah, we could call it the Joe special. You got to come in, though. Then it'll be special.
I'll be back. You'll see me. I need those balls.
All right, Joe.
Chef John,
awesome,
thank you very much, sir. Appreciate
Thank you, sir.
Yep, take care. Bye-bye. It was good, dude. I'm telling you, meatballs were it was good. I don't know how to explain it. I was mesmerized by the size of the palm, but it was the balls that got me. All right, this hour of the sports has been brought to you by our good friends over at Valvoline and Oil Change. Enjoy quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit NewEnglandoilChange.com. You can save 15% off an extra round through oil change at Valvoline and Oil Change, the official oil change of busy people. I'm Joe Murray. I need those balls.
All right, Joe.
You're listening to Joe. You're listening to Joe Murray on 98.5. You're listening to Joe.
Hurricanes tied at 3 right now. A wild one. Hurricanes up 2-1, and Vegas win the next period 2-1. It's 3-3 heading into the third. Right now, and A.J. Brown passed his physical, was at practice today with the Patriots. Headlines brought to you by John Sewer and Drain Cleaning, 24-hour on-call service. For your clog drain emergencies, go to johnsewer.com. I'm Joe Murray.
Boston Talk Sports.
Trade Drake May. We all know what, but we won't say what. Yeah, worst take on these airwaves in the last 24 hours.
We may not take a call today.
The Sports Hub.
On Nesson, you can enter the chat if you'd like.
Top 5 natural disasters, Joe?
Top 5 natural disasters.
Now, in terms of what's the criteria here?
Well, I'll give you my top 5, and then you can make up the criteria.
Okay.
I went arms on the tsunami before.
Yes,
Remember
the mass text that was
the one
sent
in
out.
Hawaii?
Yes, in parts of California, I believe,
That's
as well, on the coast.
So tsunami would be 1. Earthquake out. Who knows what happens after an earthquake? So out on earthquakes. Wildfire out. Don't want that. Now, I'm putting these two together. Hurricane. I did leave a couple off here, but those were my 5s, guys.
Now, you're 5 in terms of like name recognition, devastation.
Just what I'm wary of.
Okay. It's a good list, Joe. I don't really have any complaints with it. For me, one that is not on the list, I'm not even entirely sure it's considered a natural disaster, but I think it is, and that's a sinkhole. Sinkhole's really out on for me. It's like an irrational fear of mine almost, where just the earth kind of swallowing itself with no real, heads up. Yeah, I'm out on the sinkholes.
Out on sinkholes.
Big time out there. The tsunami, I think, is a good one, just because you can't, there's no way out.
Did I ever tell you about the Unsolved Mysteries episode?
Now this I can't be sure of one way or the other. You may have.
There was a tsunami in Japan.
Yes, of course, yes. Devastating.
Well, the houses that survived that were near the ocean, they hear ghost knocks in the middle of the night. And a lot of people died in that tsunami. And that episode has a lot of people who fear living there because maybe there's still spirits. What about intern Derek? You got one, buddy?
Yeah, I guess the tsunami's a good number 1. I feel like you covered all the bases there with your 5. I got nothing really.
What about a landslide?
All right, or an avalanche, perhaps.
An
avalanche.
Avalanche is a good one.
Yeah. Don't really have to worry about that over here, but it would be scary to see giant, massive snow rolling down the hill towards you.
How about a volcano?
There you go. Another good one.
The only thing with the volcano, I feel like we usually, with science and everything nowadays, our meteorologist friends and those of the like, geologists, we have some idea of a heads up with a volcano. I feel like, maybe I'm mistaken there, but I feel like they don't sneak up on us too much.
Like the big island in Hawaii, they'll give you and there's little lava trails, because they know how far.
And the island gets like bigger, right? Like technically.
Right. Yeah, gross. So volcano would be 1. What about a drought? Is that a natural disaster?
Yeah, I think that's certainly a natural disaster. Drought, I think
crops, marijuana.
Yeah, don't want that, Joe.
No, there's been many droughts.
The cicadas, those guys coming back out on that.
No way. What else? You can't mess with the ocean.
No.
Like go on tornado, like Twister. You ever see the movie Twister?
Yeah, the
Storm Chaser.
Storm Chasers. There you go. There's the term.
Marshall Hook.
He was a snow driver chaser, though. Have you ever seen the original Twister, though?
Yes, of course.
Kevin Bacon? No.
No. Bill Pullman.
Yeah.
And Helen Hunt. Is that who it is?
That sounds right.
Yeah. Speaking of that, you threw this in Slack earlier today, Skaz.
Philip Seymour Hoffman also in Twister.
Yes, we
had to mention.
Did you curse him, Joe?
No, he's already dead, right?
Yes, yeah.
Right, thank you.
Years, unfortunately.
So, last week, or was it 2 weeks ago, Street Team Joe mentioned that he saw the movie Castaway.
Yeah, yes. He had some interesting takes on Castaway. We can say that.
So, yes. And I told you it was on over the weekend. I put through it in our text chain. And I said, alert, Castaway alert. So, today, I believe, is Wilson Contreras' birthday.
I believe that is correct.
And Ranger Suarez, who makes $130 million. Well, he got Wilson Contreras a Wilson-inspired volleyball with the blood in the face from Castaway as a birthday gift. And when I really think about the movie, right? He had a toothache and his dentist's name was Dr. Spaulding. But his best friend was Wilson. So Wilson and Spaulding were competitors, right? If I'm not mistaken.
I believe that's correct, yeah.
And then we found out in the end, spoiler alert, that when he was dead, it was himself. Because there's a lot of thinking in that movie. Not a lot of talking. I feel like that's a pretty cool gift, though, a Wilson.
Sure, why not? For the man who is everything, get him a volleyball. Looks like the real one from the movie, too, so why not?
Is there an artifact from a movie or TV show that you would keep as, like, cool? Like, I always liked The Weekend at Bernie's, like, the look. Like, that guy just in a jean jacket.
You just want a dead guy, Joe?
Well, no, but it's just funny.
You are the Reaper. Are you going to bring dead guys around
might as
with
well
you?
sit him in the chair, damn it. Right?
Like, you're talking the actual artifact or, like, if it's a prop?
Like a cardboard cutout. Or whatever.
I'm sure a lot of people have like DeLoreans or like little Hot Wheels DeLoreans or whatever. Or like lightsabers, stuff like that. Trying to think of like if anything would, I don't know. Like the Happy Gilmore putter, like hockey stick, I'm sure people have.
The pink Cadillac from Goodfellas.
Yeah, I'd like some Gabagool from Satrielli's.
Ooh, Satrielli's sign would be cool.
The Batmobile?
Joe Burrow's got one of those, right? $3 million or something.
Yeah. What about like an Indiana Jones hat?
The whip?
I'm sure. There you go.
Whip. There you go. Yeah. Anyways, what else is going on today? What did we miss?
Joe, something we didn't talk about. Raymond Berry, the great. He was a Patriots head coach, I believe.
Coach them to their first Super Bowl.
Passed away. Do you remember Raymond Berry? I'm a little young. I remember my dad hyping up Raymond Berry to me and saying, most underrated coach in Patriots history. But I know he was also a player for a long time in the league.
Yeah, I think he was 93 when he passed.
Raymond Berry, yes. May 25th, he passed away. Born in 1933, age 93. He was with the Patriots from 1978 to 1989.
Do you know he was the all-time receiving leader at one point in his career? 1967, he was the all-time receiving in football history. And I want to say he played for the Colts, so...
He was on the 1950s All-Decade team, the 75th anniversary team, and the NFL 100th anniversary all-time team.
Do you know in the championship game, he had 12 catches for 178 yards and a touchdown in the NFL championship?
Like to see A.J. Brown do that.
Coach for 24 years, started with the Cowboys under Tom Landry. Was at Arkansas, the Lions, Browns, and then the Patriots. Then he took a little bit of a break from there. He's fired. But he was hired as their head coach during the 84 campaign when Ron Meyer was dismissed. Was it Ron Meyer or Meyer? I can't remember. Patriots won 11-5 that year. They won 3 playoff games on the road. They went on as the Super Bowl as a 10-point underdog and got destroyed by the Bears 46-10. I think he coached, because did he coach? Did he coach us up? I think he did, right? Did he say 90? No? You know what it was, too? He had a power struggle, too. He wanted control of the personnel.
Zoe drafted in 91.
Okay, a year before. Yeah, he coached with the Lions in 91 and then went to the Broncos the next year. So he just misses out. So they got like Hugh Millen or whatever, that bad era. Oh. Do you think he's better than Bill Parcells?
Did he quit on his team before the Super Bowl or during?
He did not.
Bet you his record was above 500.
I would bet you that too.
I wonder if he won a ring with the Broncos. How long? I don't know how long he was there, but that was Elway time, right? Like 90s.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention I have sound from the softball game. I interviewed Doug Cutt, Mike Cadlick, and Kevin Stoney, who is John Serenity's partner at New England Football Journal. And he swears that he's 5 foot even.
You're not even giving him that, Joe? Come on. Him and George back to back. Who are you taking?
George. Yeah.
And George is well over 5.
But anyways, I got Stoney on.
What a shot you just took. Poor Stoney
No,
there.
he's loving it. We talked about it. I haven't played any of this audio. I've been holding it all week. Hey, I'm on TV. All right.
I got one other thing we should mention. This is musings, things that we bitch about or complain about, something we can all bitch about and give our thoughts over to Chris Gasper, who released some news earlier today. Our thoughts with Gasper. Everybody in the world obviously hates Gasper, and I know you know Gasper, better than me, but Chris has been nothing but extremely, good to me. It couldn't be a nicer guy, and just hope nothing but the best for him, and things go well.
Yeah, Chris had an announcement today. Go check it out on socials. But rooting for Chris, and we're all pulling for you, buddy. And who knows? Maybe we'll be doing post game on the sideline again, talking to Drake May, and hopefully he doesn't bump into me this time. He bumped into me last year.
Oh, I don't know, Joe. You were almost viral. Behind her. You were talking to the hand doctor, if I remember correctly.
Thank God.
Had a Ramondre Stevenson situation on our hands.
Thank God they announced the shoulder injury happened in the Broncos game. And it wasn't me and him colliding. But he was a gazelle. He right by me. So, yeah, shout out to our good friend Chris Gasper. So, all right. Well, why don't we break now? We'll recap some Red Sox stuff. I know there's news on Garrett Crochet. What else happened at camp? And have we previewed the NBA Finals? Did you know that they start tomorrow? And by the way, there's a good one going into the third period right now in the Stanley Cup Final. Who would have thought? Carolina and Vegas, they're good. So I'll wrap the show up as we continue the conversation next on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
More Joe Murray coming up on the Sports Hub.
All right, back here on 98.5 The Sports Hub. So the Red Sox lost tonight, 4-2. They had a day off. They come back home, and they lost. They got out to an early lead, like they tried. They just leave guys on base. They left 4 on base tonight. Runners in scoring position over 3. Maybe I should give this. Is it Baz? Or whatever. He was pretty good. But
I believe it's Baz. Shane Baz.
Jarren Duran had 3 strikeouts tonight. Welcome home. Rafael is still hitting the ball. Just a lot of strikeouts, dude. Yoshida tonight, 3. Contreras, 2. Durbin had a hit again. He's 186 now.
Climbing, Joe. Skyrocketing it up
20
there.
points.
Woo! What'd you say, 180 what?
186.
Nice.
How much do you weigh?
Less than that, Joe.
What about you, Derek? What is he, like 180?
I'd guess Derek's like a solid 160.
170, 175.
Yeah, okay.
So me and Derek weigh just about the same.
Wow. What are they going to do?
Franklin Arias hit his 13th home run of the season tonight, Joe, for Portland. That do anything for you?
What if you put Marcelo Meyer down and Franklin
No.
up?
No.
Do you think they should end the Kiner Falefa era?
I don't know, Joe. He's the only guy that talks after games and says we suck still. So I kind of appreciate that.
He's batting .299.
How about their ace, Joe? How's their ace doing? How's Garrett Crochet doing?
Well, he has inflammation in his shoulder again.
Upset stomach, diarrhea. Well, I'm sorry. What does he have?
Mild inflammation.
Some Pepto for that? What is
It's the shoulder.
Shoulder inflammation. Okay.
You get drained every once in a while.
That's an ibuprofen.
But that's happening on the sidelines too.
So he's pushed back. Roman Anthony's pushed back.
Who do we see first?
Cutter Crawford's pushed back.
Who?
Do we? Will we ever? Cutter Crawford.
He's on the Red Sox.
You know who's even worse? Pablo Sandoval.
Where's Tristan Cassis?
What was the other guy's name? Pablo.
Johan Oviedo?
No, not him. No.
Pablo Sandoval.
No, there's another Sandoval. Patrick
Sandoval.
I've never seen him in my life. I've never seen Patrick Sandoval.
I've never seen Johan Oviedo. I've seen him in a Pirates uniform. Roman Anthony or Garrett Crochet? Who do we see first, and do we see either of them before the 4th of July? I'll go. No, and no.
Let me think. Let me be fair. So a month, 30 days from today is July 2nd. 30 days.
Yep.
So if you have inflammation, you'll sit down for 5 days. Probably.
Who knows at this point, Joe?
Then you'll throw again. Then they'll test you. So that's 10. That's 10. Then if you're feeling better, you're gonna ramp up for 5 days, right? 15. Maybe you'll do a rehab start.
At this point, yeah, sure, might as well.
That's 20.
Yep.
Then you got to wait the 5 days. So 20. We're at 25 now. And maybe he does one more rehab start.
Oh, 2. We're giving him 2 rehab
So now we're 30 days in.
Okay.
We're 30 days. That would get us to July 4th. Over. Right?
You're not seeing Roman Anthony or Garrett Crochet until after the All-Star break.
Crochet past July 4th.
I'll see you in 2027, Garrett Crochet.
Might as well.
What's the point, Joe? Theo Epstein's feuding with the manager publicly. Chad Tracy has no idea what's going on.
The report yesterday was that Chad Tracy's the only one that can talk to anybody.
Well, that's good.
The interpreter of Craig Breslow, apparently.
Yes.
Who?
The interpreter. Chad Tracy.
Oh.
He's going to be the interpreter of Craig Breslow.
Yeah, that was hinted.
That's good. That's a healthy relationship there.
An English interpreter for an English-speaking chief baseball officer.
Well, Sam Kennedy speaks for John Henry. And yesterday, David Ortiz sat with John Henry.
Oh, Wow.
He said John Henry's worried about the direction of the team.
Now, aren't we all, John?
So he's worried about the direction of the team. Theo's upset that there's too much analytics. Who's in charge?
Where's Larry when you need him, Joe?
Who is in charge? So if Theo has nothing to do with baseball, like everyone tells me, why is he giving opinions on what's going on?
I hope Red Sox fans took some real good hard looks at Garrett Crochet and Roman Anthony the last time they were on a baseball field, because this lockout coming down the road, you might not see these guys till 2028.
And the other thing is they're under contract, so they locked up a couple of guys early on. Who else did they lock up?
Rafaela, Campbell.
No, Rafaela's not locked up.
Campbell, I'm sorry.
Christian Campbell's locked up. They haven't done Abreu or Rafaela.
Or Duran, Joe.
Well, he's gone. See you later, big boy. When do you move on from him?
I mean, he's just player of the week, right? I think that's a pretty good time.
Good time.
Yeah.
All right, so let's just talk out Roman one more time. So Roman got pushed back maybe Friday?
Well, first, the guy that talks too much said it's not really a tear. It's not a tear.
Yeah.
And then Roman said, hold on, it's a tear.
And Tim Healy last night said that Sam Kennedy didn't realize that a sprain is a tear.
Hey, Sam, let's do everybody a favor. Don't talk about things you don't know anything about.
That was something that was discussed last night.
Maybe, I'd wonder if John Henry has feelings on that.
They need a guy that's in charge. They need somebody that is literally not going on vacation. That is there every night, 100 every game, 162. That's talking to the GM, that's talking to the manager, that's talking to the owner. They need a guy. Who is that for the Patriots? You think is it Vrabel? Is it Stretch?
It's his buddy there, Stretch. He's the best GM in football, they say, and he's not even the GM.
Where does the Red Sox have a Stretch?
Sam Kennedy.
Well, he's not really involved in any of the baseball stuff.
But he likes to talk about the baseball stuff.
The injuries.
Yeah. Which I would say is the number one thing you don't talk about.
Yes. Did you know the last time that the Red Sox were 9-20 through 29 games at home?
Oof. Was it my lifetime?
No.
Oof. Was it yours?
No.
I would say that's was it 50 years ago, Joe? 60?
Further.
So you would say the Red Sox are doing things they haven't done in 70-plus years.
Higher.
At home.
94 years. Well, let me make sure the math is right. 1932?
We'll take it.
1932.
Yeah, because our guy there was 33, so yeah. And he was 93, so yeah.
So they were 7-22 at home back then.
How'd that year end up? They fire the manager that year?
1932 Red Sox.
They finished the season. Joe, would you like to know their record? They finished the season 43-111.
Wow.
They had two managers that year. Shano Collins went 11-44.
Shano.
And Marty McManus went a resounding 32-67.
Marty.
They scored 566 runs and they allowed 915. That might be one of the worst baseball teams ever.
Let's see who's good.
Their starting shortstop was a man named Rabbit Worsler, who had a negative 1.1 WAR.
Wow. Hey, did you know Marty McManus was on the team?
And the manager.
He had 5 home runs that year.
What's that, like IKF being the manager? A guy that's going to hit 5 dongs?
They had a guy named Jolly Smeed.
You don't remember Mr. Smeed there,
no,
Joe?
Batted .309 with 18 homers and 99 RBI. Dale Alexander, he was the 11th for MVP.
11th. Nice.
They sucked. I don't know one guy on this team. Of like the history of the Boston Red Sox. Ed Duran, nope. Nope. Got nothing for you. Yeah. Hope.
A lot of dumb decisions going on over there lately, Joe.
Someone told me don't forget the long toss too, Crochet.
How could we forget the long toss?
So I should add it. So yeah, we're going past July 4th on the long toss. Musings comments. Bill Paxton, not Bill Pullman.
That's a classic, though. I mean, come on.
Thank you, Jeffrey. Indy's whip is available to buy. It's about $1 million. Castaway has the worst trailer ever. They reveal he gets saved from the island in the trailer. I didn't know that.
I can't say I've seen the Castaway trailer.
Joe, you have to have volcano eruption in your top 5. Can wipe out half a country. Well, I appreciate everybody listening, sharing your comments. There's a big hockey game on right now. I'll tell you the score in that one. And the NBA Finals begin tomorrow. I have a pick. I'll tell you that next here on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Sports Hub headlines.
Red Sox lose 4-2 tonight. Connolly Early gets the loss. They'll play again tomorrow. Third period, Stanley Cup Final, Game 1. Brown said he chose number 1, not number 11, because he loves Julian Edelman, but he wants to build his own legacy wearing number 1. Goes back to his roots, and number 1 does nothing for me. But nobody has been really good that has been number 1. So I like that.
Mississippi State guy, A.J. Brown?
Ole Miss? I think Ole Miss.
Ole Miss, okay. I know he was from there. Ole Miss. So was he... Who was there before Dart? I'm trying to think of who his quarterback was in college. Because he went... Obviously, the big story is Patriots didn't draft him first round, but he wasn't an early second-round pick either. He was like...
Wasn't Matt Corral. No, it wasn't Matt Corral.
Oh, wow. Talk about full circle. The man, the mystery, Matt Corral.
Yeah, Bill. He didn't want to go play for Bill O'Brien.
Jordan Teamu and Shea Patterson. Being told.
So Teamu is still in the. He's considered an NFL prospect.
And he was A.J. Brown's college quarterback.
No, but he plays in that.
Like the UFL or whatever.
Yeah, I watched him the other night. Actually, the other guy is Toluia Tongavello. He's another one that's in there. Just typed in who was his college. Boom. Shea Patterson played for what? Buffalo? No. He played Memphis, right? I think Memphis. So guys, how do I know that stuff? How do I... Do you think that will ever leave my brain is like where guys went to college? Like, think about it. If I gave you 3 players, okay, random sports, I bet you know what college they went to and how much money they make.
Yeah, probably, Joe. That's the sickness
Miles Bridges.
We live with. Miles Bridges. I don't know. I feel like he was like a Kentucky guy or something, but I don't know. Bad guy.
How about Mikal Bridges? Sorry.
Mikal Bridges, better guy.
Villanova, right?
Yeah, I was going to say feels like a Nova guy because he's always with those guys.
Yeah.
Do you know A.J. Brown's name?
No. Jackson?
I like that. I might have to use that, Joe. No, his name is Arthur Wan. Arthur Wan Brown. He does not feel like Arthur. I think AJ that was a good career move there.
RDJ?
Yeah, RDJ. 6'1". AJ Brown seems a lot bigger than 6'1".
He really does. Do you know how much money Luke Cornett makes?
What did he sign, a 4-year? Was it 60, 75, something like that? He got a nice little penny there, Mr. Cornett.
And he went to where?
Bucknell, right?
No, I think he went to...
He was the all-time three-point leader by a 7-footer in NCAA history. I know that. Vandy, smart guy.
Oh, yeah, he's smart, yeah. Well, him and Victor Wembanyama take on the New York Knicks, and my Bally's pick of the night.
You know who went to Bucknell? Mike Muscala.
Mike Muscala, he sucked. Bally's pick of the night, New York Knicks to win the NBA championship plus 170. Wemby's going down. Because the Knicks will win this year, and then they'll go back to the island of irrelevancy for like the next 30 years again. But I won't, guys, 1999, I was there. Spurs, New York Knicks. That was a big one, dude. Spurs won their first. It's a rematch. Although I think the Spurs have the more talent, I think that the New York Knicks are the better team. Couldn't have said it any better than that. Bally's Lincoln. Just go to Bally'sLincoln.com. 4,000 slots, 100 table games. We got a spa, big matchups coming up for the World Cup, too. That's it for tonight, huh? All right. For our intern, Derek Olson, for James Scaramuzzino, I'm Joe Murray, and I'll do it like Street Team Joe would. From Hanson, Massachusetts, Derek Olson from